I have to see every Disney everything to make sure I
just like
I know it all,
study and get spoiled with everything that's in the game.
Okay.
And then just watch those specific movies.
Is Mulan in the game?
She's in number 2.
All right, there you go. Gotta watch
she's
Mulan.
not gonna be number 3 though.
She
Once
might be.
once they kind of get their spotlight, they're probably like, we had
Hercules
all
is
three.
in all 3 of them.
Well, I mean, obvious, yeah. Hercules.
Sure. But somewhat Mulan is someone's
he's like
Hercules.
Mickey, but you think Mulan is someone's Hercules?
I think so. Like
but
comparatively, like they came out somewhat at the same time.
it's true. Danny DeVito's, Eddie Murphy, very similar.
Yeah, that's
comedic
right.
sidekicks.
And Mushu was in the first one, just not Mulan.
Yeah, Mushu was a summon.
Yeah.
I might say that you could maybe, if you're gonna pick between Mushu and Mulan, I might take Mushu.
Oh, you get them both.
If you're lucky. I gotta turn my phone to silent. I gotta do my socials.
Moo.
M-U-L-A. And yeah, Mulan. Everybody do your socials.
I was doing Mushu.
And then we'll start the great and powerful Mushu.
My phone is charging. In the other room.
You can't.
I feel like Aladdin's in all 3 of them.
I would figure like
At least 2.
the main
he's not in the third one.
stays.
He's not in the 3rd one?
No.
Does Maleficent probably shows up?
Yeah,
in all
Maleficent's
of
like
them?
one of the big heels.
I mean, Disney only has so many big heels.
Well, and like
Ursula.
90% of the bad guys are not Disney. They're like from the original lore.
Oh.
Yeah. The
Sometimes
place go some places. that get about 3 games in, I was like, you know what? This has a storyline, complicated, comparably complicated,
don't
like
say
Metal
it.
Gear.
No, shut. Nah.
And then it used the next 3 games to just blow Metal Gear away.
The most expansive universe. All right, I did it.
What if Metal Gear had time travel?
It probably does.
Doesn't it?
I bet you it does.
Not confirmed.
Yeah, not really. Not really. They have time paradoxes, but those are just kind of goofs.
What if
That were probably created by time travel.
Entirely possible.
What if Liquid Ocelot
Okay.
wanted to make an organization of 13 people, tried it, it failed, so then he's like, I'll do it again, but I'll go back in time and find 13 different versions of myself and fucking make a group out of them.
All right, I'm in.
Nice.
Or what if one of the 13 was Mickey?
Oh, shit.
What if the Patriots were all Disney characters? I'm kind of talking myself into Kingdom Hearts here a little bit, I think.
That first game's not very good.
Yeah, well,
It used to be good.
we can vote
It
on
did used to
our
be good.
Discord.
It's a product of its time.
Everybody make fake Discord or fake fucking Discord
Okay,
accounts.
don't even
Start-
say it. Don't
Kingdom
even
Hearts
say
is
it.
already
Are we
running
live?
away with it.
Yes. Yes, I think we are. Yes, we are.
I started on Discord for the first time, only to vote twice for Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts.
No, vote for
Tremendous.
Final Fantasy VII.
Tremendous.
I was legit gonna nominate that myself, and then I saw that you nominated. I'm like, well,
Well,
It's a perfect spot to bring the show in. Let's do it. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is... Hang on, we're too hot.
Hot.
Just a smidge. Okay. I'm going to knock the camera over.
just a smidge. Bring it in.
In 3, 2... Welcome to the show. It's January the 28th, 2019. You're listening to the 260th episode of the Talking Reckless podcast. My name's Matt Eads. I'm joined by Bryce Zinnick.
Oh, it's me. Just punching my mic a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
That's why I called on. No one would have even known. Kevin Byers here.
I've noticed something.
Oh.
Whenever I'm in the house but not on the podcast and listening to the podcast, it's way quieter when you listen to it than in real life.
Than it is in the room.
Yeah. We tend to
Are you
yell and
little
get loud and
bombastic,
get boisterous, but it's weird when you're listening to it.
Yeah.
It all sounds like it should.
Compressors, Brandon Lynch. Compressors.
I thought for the first half of that explanation that you were implying that we are quieter because you're in a different room. And I was like, I'm glad it took you this moment to figure it out.
Guys, do you guys know how sound works?
Yeah.
it's the magic of the podcast. I take all these crazy ingredients. I take the Kevin's eggs and Bryce's sugar and Brandon's flour and make it into a cake.
You can't take my flour.
Oh, floury Brandon. My name's Matt Eads. I don't know if I said that or not. We are less than a week away, ladies and gentlemen, from the Game of the Year show.
Oh, jeez.
As of the airing of this podcast, it is a mere, what do we got, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days, less than 5 days.
5 days.
And then we're going to lock ourselves in a room with some categories, and we're going to agree upon, well...
Those categories have not gotten shorter
We're-
the way that we thought they might.
We're gonna come out of the room, and some of us won't be friends anymore, and we'll kind of see where the rest falls.
That's true. Just make sure you leave the room with one friend.
Yeah, everybody.
You
Leave
don't
with-
want anyone
leave
to
with
be
a
alone.
friend.
Come with
Yeah.
a buddy, leave with a buddy.
Exactly. My
no.
buddy is Kratos.
We
So
have an odd number of people.
Well,
Somebody's going home without
Oh,
a friend.
shit. Well, we could do a menage. I'm in for.
Yeah, you're in for a menage. All
I'm in
right.
for a menage. That's French for alliance.
We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
That's going to be at twitch.tv/Talking Reckless Podcast. And that's it, because I guess the points gambling, the pay-per-view stream would have happened yesterday. There's still one more of those before the season ends. Still a chance. Big swings. Can't believe what happened yesterday.
I tripled. I doubled, and tripled.
Top of the leaderboard claims he's going for a double up. And so if that's true, it is literally anybody's game. Anybody's.
that's it's good strategy.
Yeah.
You believe in yourself, and it makes you
That's right.
uncatchable on the last turn.
Exactly,
yeah.
because if he makes that double up, he's gone. It's
done.
gone.
Jeopardy logic.
Yeah. One last announcement. We met our goals for January, which is rad, very rad. First goal, woo! 8 months, 7 months full time, and we finally made one. So we're all voting on games of the totally unbiased playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Totally unbiased playthrough. The first time this happened, I played Mass Effect Andromeda. This time it's up for the community to vote. If you head over to our Discord, bit.ly/trdiscord, all lowercase, you can vote in the channel. Right now, Kingdom Hearts is way out in front.
So everybody get on, vote. Final Fantasy VII. We need to...
I
We
threw
need to
Final Fantasy
change-
VII in the ring. That was my suggestion.
It didn't have to be, though, because I was going to throw it in the ring also. So, I mean, that's just convenient. But no, we have to end the Kingdom Hearts tyranny. The chat has been talking about this game for months. We can't let them have it.
At some point, the joke just stops becoming funny.
We can't let them have it. We have to make them work for it again.
It'll be voting open to the end of the month, which is like basically also the end of the week. So fly in there and get your votes in. I put Final Fantasy VII in there because I'm not a coward. I'll buckle in for an 80-hour game.
I just voted for Kingdom Hearts 1 twice.
Wow.
You can get 80 hours out of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
You won't want to.
You got to go to the 100-acre woods. You got to set all those high scores on those bad mini games.
Bad mini games.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Hold on. If it's bad mini games you're looking for, let me tell you about how many bad mini games are in Final Fantasy VII.
Only 2 votes for Final Fantasy VII right now. And they're probably both Kevin.
Both of them are me. Yeah.
Things could change though. It's only day 1 of voting, so
And they're not locked in.
Go do that.
So everyone could just have
change it
a
up.
Yeah, everybody can
secret
switch.
meeting and being like,
exactly.
can't put them through this.
They're totally.
We can't make them do this.
They're not locked in, so that if a late game comes in, and everyone's like, "Oh,
That's the one."
Yeah, then everyone can last minute pull their votes to that, which will be really fun. Or it'll probably be Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
So, but we made it. So thank you very much, everyone.
I have strats.
Very, very generous.
If you need them.
Okay, I probably will.
Yeah.
I'll start. I'm gonna come over some coaching. We'll do this thing
Yeah,
proper.
I'll give
we'll
you
make
your
it
Mickey hat and
Yeah,
your bandana
nice.
and
My,
your blindfold.
Well, it's not Mickey, but who's the other? He's the
Minnie.
rabbit. No, he's a rabbit. He's very similar.
Bugs
Roger.
Bunny.
No. Bryce
Oh,
knows.
Yeah.
'Cause you
it starts
going-
with the W. Doesn't
It's the
it?
bad
it?
guy from the painting game.
Yeah, that might be right. I know they do Mickey ears and they also do his style ears, but I can't remember what they're called. The reason I'm thinking people when we went to E3 that year, people waited in line. People we were with, people that we were just talking about before this show started, waited in line for 2 literal days of our 4 days at E3 to get a pair of these fucking ears.
Maybe they're limited edition.
Maybe. Maybe. This was the E3 where they first showed Kingdom Hearts 3, actually.
Oh, really?
This has been 2011 or
Wait,
2012.
isn't there? What's it?
They definitely showed it the year I was there
Oswald.
too.
Close.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I remember men crying. I remember grown men, bearded men crying at the video.
It was messed up. I was
will
watching it
never
in
forget.
a hotel room with a whole bunch of different people.
A whole bunch of bearded men.
A large number of them were bearded, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, they were just, I mean, not weeping, but the excitement in the room was kind of
Palpable.
wrong.
It's like it's like the TV thing where it's like a group of very prissy ladies and something happens and they all stand on one foot and go ah! and wave their hands like back and like they're doing like little shake weights.
Right.
It was the equivalent of that, but like
This is just
men.
This sounds like an anime.
It's like it's when I knew that Kingdom Hearts was for me. So
That's right. All these men have beards.
yeah.
Where have I been?
The longer your beard, the more you will enjoy Kingdom Hearts.
It's true.
That's why Brando didn't really enjoy it.
It's true.
That's why I've been growing mine out.
I mean, I didn't. I'm excited for my Kingdom Hearts check-in
Okay.
because I feel like that first game was bad, and then other than the games that were so bad that I skipped, there were some real good ones in there. There were some good ones in there.
Quotes.
Quote. There were some better ones than the first one in there.
Do you think it's a bad game or do you think it's an old game?
It's an old game.
Okay.
It's an old game.
That's not so bad. I can get past the old game.
Yeah, I've played games that were of that time that I'll go back to every now and then because I have fond memories, and I was like, this isn't fun anymore.
Metal Gear Solid.
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do our Kingdom Hearts check-in?
Let's do it.
Let's go now live to Kingdom Hearts. That's the name of the space, right? The place between the kingdoms. It's the Kingdom Hearts.
Uh-huh.
I think.
No.
Am I okay?
Kingdom Hearts means different things to different people.
Oh, all right.
What does it mean to you? Is it
I thought it was a physical place.
Is it a transition point into the next part of your show? Then that's what it can be.
Yeah, but like if my show was a world and I was a key master with a keyblade and I hate Sephiroth.
So I
guess.
had been through one Kingdom Hearts at the last time we did a show.
The game
the
or
one
the
game,
place?
yeah.
The concept.
My spirit journey through Kingdom Hearts. And I believe that I described it unconfidently as I think it's like the nexus of all.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
and you said the Black Tower. It was kind of like, yeah, it's like, it's the heart of all worlds. And then I kind of went through some more games and I was like, I don't know, maybe I don't know what Kingdom Hearts
I
is.
thought it's like the Force. Like, depends how you use it. It's either good or bad. And
Well,
it's
and
not
there-
really a thing.
There
It's
definitely
not a noun.
is physical like representations of it, but then there was a part in the most recent game where someone was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts, and Mickey's like, yes, but not the Kingdom Hearts you're thinking of. And I'm like, okay, so there's more than one kind of Kingdom Hearts. There's like a conceptual and a physical.
You needed the
Maybe.
the codec converse of like, oh, back in 1965.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Like a big
Sora?
in Kingdom Hearts 2, the plot is they are collecting hearts and the hearts are going up into the sky
Okay.
and forming a moon that is shaped like a heart that is Kingdom Hearts.
Wow, that's deep. Okay.
I know.
All right. I clearly have a lot to learn. I'm excited. I'm
there's a
excited to go on my own personal Kingdom Heart and learn a little something about myself.
You have to sit in a tent with smoky fire.
Yeah, zip it all up. We're gonna get so fucking sweaty. It's gonna be awesome.
So I played Kingdom Hearts 1. Told you about that. Then I did Chain of Memories, which is really bad. That's the worst one.
All right.
It uses some card system.
Yes.
Oh, they're all so bad.
Was
It's
this
good,
mobile?
but it's an action game
Oh,
where the cards are at the bottom of the screen and you're like, the enemy's coming at you with a sword and you're like quickly like sliding through your cards being like, do I have one to block a sword? And then he's
all right,
already
I'm,
killed
I'm
you.
still on board.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll lend you my copy. And then, so I ended up giving up on that one, watching all the cutscenes. And then we went to Kingdom Hearts 2, which I really I thought it held up better than I thought it was going to after playing 1.
Okay.
And then I did 358 over 2 days.
Over 2 days?
Over 2 end bracket days, I think.
Okay. 2 to the power of days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched that whole thing, cutscenes again. These are like 3 hours of cutscenes too. I watched that whole thing, came out the other end not knowing why it was over 2. I still don't know.
I'm looking that up right. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get to the bottom of this.
It is a story of a character who is having his 358 days in the organization. So that part made sense, and it was like cutting to different title cards where it's like, we're on day 106 now. And I'm like, okay, and then the last day was 358, so I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. But then I don't know why it's over 2 at the end of the day. Days. Then I did, that was okay, and then I did Birth by Sleep, which was an actual game. That one was really good. And that one was like 3 campaigns, 3 different characters, and you'd like run into
3 different Soras.
Yeah, not 3 different Soras, but like it was a kind of like everything's going on, and then you'd play the same level in every campaign because it was a level that you all ran into each other. It was one of those games. And then I did Dream Drop Distance. I did that one.
I think it's D3 for short, maybe.
That one I can't tell if it was bad or if I was just done. Because I watched all the cutscenes for that one.
That was definitely a portable.
That was a 3DS game.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think is part of the name fun.
3D.
Yeah.
Oh. The title 358 over 2 days means 358 days through the eyes of 2.
Oh, okay.
Because
there is a second
because
character
you play
in
as
that.
Sora and Roxas, I guess.
That's not true.
Missed half the game.
Maybe I didn't play that one half.
Since the normal year is 365 days, when you subtract the week in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, you get 358. Now, the over 2 part is what baffled many. It means that these 358 days are being experienced by Roxas and Zion. Pardon me.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Though, on the 350... Oh, there's spoilers. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Something happens on the 357th day. And on the 359th day, something else happens.
Oh, no.
I know what both those are.
I've said too much.
Who the hell is Zion?
I've said too much.
So if you'll indulge me, Roxas is Sora's nobody. Whenever you get your heart ripped out magically,
can it just happen, or like does it? There's always an event.
I think you always have to either. So the Heartless are the bad guys. They are like the hearts that have been ripped out. You either need to die to one of them. I think that does it. Or if you die to a Keyblade. Or maybe not even die, but a Keyblade can like yank it out.
Okay, it can
grapple hook.
yank your heart out and make you heartless.
Right.
Or do you become a nobody? Both.
So that's the thing. You split, and then the heartless is kind of the monster, and then your body kind of makes a shell, which is your nobody. Which is then you get an X in your name, and the anagram is your new nobody name.
Taxamat. That'd be me. Yep. Taxamat.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I'm not going to question that.
But 2 T's. T-A-X. Oh, no, that's too many A's. All right. T-X-A...
Max... Titty.
Max T-T? T-maxed.
There. That's good. T-maxed.
Stupid. Somehow worse than the Metal Gear naming conventions.
That's right. This beats Metal Gear on all sorts of dumb shit. So then Zion...
That was Ion before he became a nobody.
Right. Zion is a replica of Roxas that was created by Organization 13 because they were losing control of Roxas, which they needed because he could use a Keyblade because he Sora's nobody. So they want someone. He's a nobody, and then Zion is kind of a clone.
Of a nobody. Wow.
Okay.
Which they're like, okay, we finally got this nobody who can use a Keyblade because he's a Keyblade user's nobody, but we're losing control of him. He's getting his own thoughts in his head, so we're going to try and clone him into this other thing so that we'll have someone on our side who can use a Keyblade.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah.
I'm following.
Yeah.
You've explained this exact thing to me, I feel like 3 weeks in a row, and I'm actually starting to kind of get it.
That is one piece of a 100-piece puzzle that just gets more and more convoluted as I try and explain it.
Good. So this game is exactly like Metal Gear.
In a lot of ways, I found myself, not really in plot, but in they are confident enough in their bullshit to really fucking go for it. And every time you think, this is just a plot hole, they're just they'll just triple down on it.
No, this is our universe's logic.
Yeah,
see
it's
back
fine.
here where
there's time travel rules that make no sense, really. It's you have to be a heartless to travel through time because you can't be anchored down to any one time with a body. But then once that heartless helps someone travel through time, then that power is passed on to that. They're able to do it. I kind of thought it was like going Super Saiyan God, where the first time you needed 7
Very
spirits,
hard,
but then
but
someone could just fucking see you do it.
Yeah,
You're
that makes sense.
Oh, I can do that.
you don't know the way, but once someone shows you the way, you're
Right.
like, oh,
You can just do it every time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just turn left instead of right, and I'm in the other place.
So once I got Dragon Ball Z in my head, then I'm like, there's no plot holes here. This makes perfect sense. Yeah, and then there's a 0.2 that came out most recently, which is kind of made in engine with the. It's a kind of a prequel to It is the Metal Gear, Ground Zeroes. Where it's like kind of a one chapter little like this is the same game, but we're just giving you a little kind of chunk of it.
2.8 plus 0.2
is 3.
So you've already played Kingdom Hearts 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because 0.2 is part of 2.8, so you couldn't add it.
Oh,
like the 2.8 has 0.2.
So there's still a missing.
There's
.2
another 0.2 out there.
There's a 0.22 that
and that is the soul.
Nope.
I'm ready.
Okay,
I've done my homework. I'm like, quiz me. I can tell you anything.
Once what is gonna be that Kingdom Hearts playthrough starts, we'll get into it.
Yeah,
we'll have Kingdom Hearts spoiler cast. Maybe I don't know what'll happen. Who knows?
If anyone ever comes up to you and says you just need to play 1 and 2, no.
You'd have
no fucking
boom.
Like I've already seen things in like the trailers of 3 where I'm like, no one's gonna know anything that's going on if they didn't play like specifically Birth by Sleep, because there's characters in there that are important that have nothing to do with, they're not in 1 or 2. And then it's
so there's no good way to get prepared other than play all of the Kingdom Hearts.
Watch the cutscenes.
Or watch the cutscenes. Yeah, I've heard there's like an hour-longish video out there.
There's probably something that cuts out a lot of the bullshit. Yeah, I wanted the bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know. I'm very curious about the bullshit. We'll find out.
It's fascinating in its dumbness and expansiveness.
People are talking a lot of good things about this third game. I can't believe it exists and is out, and also it seems to be pretty good, which seems weird.
I just needed it to be average.
Yeah.
After I put in all this time, if it had come out and it's like this is really bad or unplayable as I thought maybe it would be, I was like, well, that's a good 2 weeks of my life I wasted.
I thought I was like immune to that Disney stuff. Like I'm a man. I'm not a boy anymore. I don't need Kingdom Hearts.
Red Dead.
That's guns.
Yeah.
And then I saw, I guess there's a selfie mode, because of course there is. This guy doing the selfie in the Toy Story world, and he looks like he's made of like toy parts.
Yeah.
And he's right there with Woody doing his selfie with Woody. Like, you know what?
I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to take a selfie with Woody.
I want to take a selfie with Woody. I want to take a selfie with the Forgotten Toys.
Sure.
I want to hang out with them.
Like the one in Sid's.
Yeah. That I want. Specifically, I would like to spend time with the doll head on like the robot spider body. Yeah,
that guy's pretty cool.
He seemed pretty dope.
I was a fan of the duck on the like hopper.
Oh.
And he's just bouncing around making duck sounds, and then there was the fishing rod on legs.
Kev, do you have any? I forgot about that fishing rod. Kev, do you have any like cherished Disney memories? Were you too old?
It's all like definitely too old.
It's all the racist ones that you.
Toy Story and Toy Story 2,
Song of the South.
I don't remember what year all those ones came out, but I remember watching all those ones when I was a kid. But those were the Disney movies.
Is there anything you would see you think of Kingdom Hearts where it's like, oh, that just hit me right in the nostalgia perfectly?
Like, what was your wheelhouse? What was the new Disney movie when you were watching Disney movies?
The new Disney movie? I mean, Little Mermaid was obviously the best.
Mm-hmm.
Lion King,
classic.
Aladdin,
vintage.
Sure.
Yeah,
Aladdin's maybe my favorite. Toy Story is my favorite. Aladdin's probably my second favorite.
Yeah, I feel like it is a little different because I was like 4, 5, and 6 just watching those VHSs on loop over and over and over all fucking day, every day.
Yeah. See, that I also never understood people doing that.
I feel like
I was a dumb child. I don't know.
a lot of like I have a guy who I work with who has a kid who's like 12 or 13, I don't know, and he used to tell me stories about how he would do the same thing. It's like, yeah, he's watched Lion King 7 times this weekend. Like
Christ.
I like singing the songs. We have an adult friend now, Brother Monch, who can word for word do all of Lord of the Rings because he falls asleep to the Lord of the Rings movies on Netflix every night.
Jesus.
Like, Monch has probably watched Lord of the Rings more than any of us have watched all movies combined.
I will say in my life I have watched a movie essentially back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Grandma's Boy one day.
Sure.
And it was like it was in the morning. It was I think after we had a big party, And
got up bright and early to watch Grandma's Boy.
it was like 11. I was hungover, so I'm like, I'll pop in Grandma's Boy and watch it as I'm like eating breakfast or whatever. And another friend of mine was coming over later that day, so he got there at like 2:00, so like half an hour after the movie ended, kind of thing. And he sees it sitting on the table, and he's like, "Oh shit, I love that movie. Do you want to watch it?" And I'm like,
Sure.
"Yeah."
What do you think is the most you've ever watched a single movie? What is the most movie watched?
Fast and Furious, the first one.
How many times do you think you've watched it?
20s.
It's a pretty good number. What about you, Bryce? What do you think?
Oh,
We'll go around the horn here.
I don't think I've watched a movie like more than 3 or 4 times. It's probably like one of the Lord of the Rings.
It's for crazy people.
Yeah.
It's tough. If I'm going in like you know what? I wore out the tape for the second half of Titanic.
The good one.
Is that the part with the nudity, or
No,
that's the first half, right?
I think they're having sex in the car at that part, but you don't
Okay.
see anything. It's not the part with the like drawing of the naked lady.
Isn't it?
It's when the boat goes down.
The iceberg hits, and then it
cuts.
switches
Yeah,
to
it is
the
like it is
disc
full
two.
disaster
Okay.
when that happens.
So you
yeah.
want to watch the disaster version of
Right.
Titanic? You start on
Right.
that second, just the second.
Just the second one.
You don't want to watch the 45-minute build-up where they haven't even gotten on the boat yet?
No,
Come on, isn't
no,
that's
where
the
he's playing-
exciting
he's
part?
playing the poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I watched a lot of V for Vendetta when that movie came out. A lot, probably like
dope.
20s, probably like 20 times. I was quite obsessed with that movie for a
I've
long
seen
time.
the first Brendan Fraser Mummy a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I remember thinking that first movie
It's flawless.
was a genuinely great movie.
Yeah.
And I also remember thinking the same thing about the second one, and I saw the second one recently, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
I think the first one is still good in every way except for the CGI stuff that they did.
It's it
Like
is.
I feel like I'm like, this is fun in the desert, and Brendan Fraser's having a time, and people are getting shot, and then like the mummy like appears with like all the dust and everything flying around. You're like, oh, that looks bad. That is not very good.
That big face of sand eats the plane
Yeah.
and the fucking going through the canyon. Yeah, I watched The Mummy 2 a lot also. Now that
Mummy's-
we're
Mummy's
talking
pretty
about
good.
this.
The Rock's in it.
Briefly.
Is he in the second
very,
one?
very briefly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
then
then
he has his own movie.
which
Scorpion
was
King.
very bad.
It's a prequel.
I sort of fell off him after that. What else you been Kingdom Hearts in? Any more Kingdom Hearts in?
No, I played parts of every playable Kingdom Hearts on that collection.
Working
all
towards
of
your
some.
own Kingdom Heart.
Yes, yeah. Find
As
it
we
within
all are.
yourself. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
And then that's kind of. I started Resident Evil HD 1.
One?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of afraid, not of the monsters, but of the kind of like the fixed camera thing, the style.
Tank controls.
They on the HD they got rid of the tank controls.
Thank God.
Yeah. There is still definitely that you're running into another room, and then the angle changes, and you'll keep running the right direction as long as you don't move the stick. But as soon as you move the stick, then it resets where you're going.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's
I hate that.
it is, I've gotten killed a couple times because I've been like in and out of two like camera angle changes like very quickly, like boom, 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 and then I get eaten.
Oh, good.
Other than that, though, that game's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've never-
it is way more puzzle adventure-y than I thought that game was.
Who's in? Let's see if is it Claire?
It's Chris Redfield and
Sister Claire. Oh. Blonde lady.
she's a cop.
Yeah, and she's also in 4. Shit. Jessifer. That's it. Chris and Jessifer. Claire.
That's it. No, I
Chris,
don't
we're
think
just gonna
it's
go through them
Claire.
all.
It's
there's,
not.
there's Leon. There's Claire. There's Chris.
Yeah.
Jill. Valentine.
It is Jill. So ironically, that is the one I'm playing as because I heard it was easier.
Oh.
But I couldn't remember her name. Because maybe that's because she never says her own name. She's always like, "Where's Chris? Where's Chris? Where's Chris?" So I knew who Chris was. I know who the fuck Jill was.
How's the V? Is it like original VO? Did they redo?
It's not. Yeah, it's
Is it-
nothing. It's nothing
is it
special.
like-
It feels like it's.
Like
No. You can definitely hear it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you can
not
tell what they're saying. So they might have redone that.
muddy garbage.
I don't know how bad it was when that game first came out.
Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
That game's pretty cool. It's very
Yeah.
satisfying in the like. It sucks when you get truly stuck on the puzzles because then you're like, oh, now I got to go all the way around this house because I don't want to go through the one hallway where I've created some super zombie that's going to kill me when I go in there. So, but like when you're, oh, this is a perfectly shaped key thing that I can now Indiana Jones the real key off and put the fake key on so I don't get killed by the trap. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Some things never change.
Yeah, I don't like the shooting because it seems very random.
Yeah.
It seems like you aim at the zombie and then just shoot, and it might take 2 shots. It might take 7.
Even if you're hitting them, you mean?
Yeah.
I sort of
Their
found the
head
same
might
thing.
blow off.
Yeah, I found the same thing in that Resident Evil 2 demo of like, some of these guys are going down in one headshot. Some of these guys I feel like I'm just dumping into.
And I can't do a head. I don't even know if I'm aiming at the head half the time in this game because it's like the camera angles like from down the stairs looking up.
Just watching someone hold a fucking gun out.
You can like tell when it locks on to them, and then you shoot and they like take the bullet. So you're like, okay, good, I'm shooting it. But yeah, like I said, sometimes 2 and their head will just explode. Sometimes 7 and then they go down, but they get back up. Seems very, whether intentionally or not, very random.
Did you play that 2 demo?
No, I don't really play demos.
Oh no, that's right. Are you play 2?
I probably.
It's very different. It's like a modern video game. It's like playing Resident Evil 4, kind of, or Resident Evil 5, maybe a little more like. But it is behind the shoulder, like modern controls, modern shooting.
Yeah. Left trigger, right trigger.
Left trigger, right trigger. Well, it's like the weird Resident Evil style, but the equivalent of it plays well, plays really well, and fucking looks amazing.
Yeah, I'll almost certainly play that then. I might play through with Jill and Chris. I heard Chris is harder.
Yeah,
but it's kind of the same puzzles. But like it's like a thing like Jill has someone with her intermittently. Like someone is with Jill in the house, a good guy.
Oh, I totally didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's like but it starts with a B, I think.
Barry.
Yeah, Bearsifer.
Barry for short.
Yeah. So there's one part where you just go grab the shotgun off something that is clearly a trap. Like it's got like the things like lift up after you take the shotgun off. So I was like, oh, well, I fucked up. I can't wait to see what that is. And then I go into another room and the ceiling starts coming down. And you're locked in and you're the person who you are in there with, Barry.
Bearshift.
Yeah. Like shoots the handle off the door and pulls you out.
Oh.
So you're fine. So you can get the shotgun that way.
Would that have been the solution to that puzzle as Chris?
As Chris, there is a fake shotgun or a broken shotgun
that you gotta put
need to find and then you need to switch them.
That's cool that they're different.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
And I think Jill is intentionally easier. Like she has 2 more inventory slots and inventory slots are huge in that game.
Oh, yeah, does Chris have a trade-off or just flat out?
I think Chris starts with a lighter, which you can use to burn body. I think there is a trade-off, but Chris is undisputedly harder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fun. More fun than I thought it was going to be.
That's very neat. That second game is just burning up. That remake is...
What if I played them all? Just like Kingdom Hearts.
I think 3 might... You might hit a low point in 3 again.
It might be the worst.
Because it hasn't been remastered yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's the worst, and it's not remastered because no one likes it.
And like, well, so if you're going to play them all like Kingdom Hearts, would you do the portable, like Code Veronica?
Well, I'll play whatever is available to me.
That bad first-person shooter one, Umbrella Core or whatever that one was.
I will play whatever is available to me.
Committed. I bet there are, I'm going to say 12 Resident Evil games.
Okay.
Low. Maybe more.
Sounds
more.
Low.
You think low?
I know on Game Pass there's 2 different Resident Evil 2 Revelations, I think.
And you would have to play both of those.
Right.
Because you got to know the difference.
You got to
like
know the
Pokemon Red,
Revelations.
Pokemon Blue, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's like 2 different versions or if it's like Resident Evil 2 Revelations and Resident 2 Revelations 2.
I have no idea. Bryce is looking up how many Resident Evil games there are.
The thing that got me with Kingdom Hearts and got me into the whole loop is that they said, here is this one thing. Don't even look at the price. Here is this one thing you can buy and you fucking got it all. And I always see that and I'm like, even just from a collecting point of view, that's very appealing.
Yeah, totally.
Whereas if it's like, well, you can get Resident Evil 1 for $25. The best version of 2 is $80 now. 3, you can find it on the backwards compatibility somewhere for $12 and it sucks.
You're waiting for a remaster. You're waiting for all of the remasters and then the bundle, like the remaster bundle.
I honestly, as someone who just played some bad Kingdom Hearts games, I don't even think I need all the remasters. I just need you to say, give us $120. Here's all the Resident Evil.
Resident Evils.
Yeah. So if I can get you all the Resident Evil games, you'll give me $120?
Shit, that's probably
that's
a
cheap.
good deal.
Yeah,
that's
I think that's a good deal.
For the number of games you're getting.
Yeah. But you have to give me the
7
newest version.
7 alone is probably like 40.
Does it make you feel bad if they're all stolen?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Makes me bad a little bit that you tell me.
Yeah.
It would have been nice for you to
The
not
games,
tell me that.
the games I buy out of EB Games could be stolen for all I know.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Anything in the used section, I would assume, is probably stolen.
I bought a game in really. I think lots and lots of people trade in used games. So many. Every single junior high and high school kid in the world plays a game and then trades it in.
Yeah, that's
least
because
everybody I knew.
they borrow their friend's game and they're like, yeah, I'll give it back to you, and then they just trade
You
down.
want to try and get more? You got to crunch these 10 games down into the new Halo or whatever. I totally forgot what we were. How many Resident Evil games?
22, excluding the 2 remakes. So 24 if you
Excuse
count
me?
the 2 remasters.
I think
Real
there was
low ball with 12.
Yeah.
I
I
honestly
might
think
not
there
play
was a
those.
Nerd Olympics question one year about which series has the most titles in it, and I think Resident Evil was one of the contenders. A lot of people
Probably
were
be up
guessing.
there. I'm trying to think
Kingdom
of
Hearts only has 9.
barely any. What about
Mario.
What's Lu Bu's fucking Dynasty Warriors? I bet has
up
a
there?
lot. Yeah. What else you do? Anything? You want to talk about Walking Dead?
I would love to talk about Walking Dead, but not
Oh.
too much because I
No,
don't want
no
to spoil it
spoilers,
for
no
these
spoilers.
fellas.
It's fucking good.
It's really good.
Good last season. Damn.
Yeah. There was a lot of parts in that 3rd episode, some of which made me very almost teary-eyed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, is this really bringing this full circle? And then some of which made me feel like an absolute hypocritical piece of shit.
Yeah.
Some of the things I was teaching that kid.
Yeah. There's a lot of good, like, do as I say, not as I do,
Yeah.
please.
And like you actively telling them, don't do this. And then him being like in a situation where you are then like, okay, do it, even though I said don't do this.
It's very well done. Bryce, you playing Walking Dead? What's your history of Walking Dead?
I've done 2 episodes in season 2, and then my
And that's
save
it.
got killed and done.
Did you do season 1?
Yeah.
Okay. If you
And imagine the callbacks.
listen,
Something happens with
if you
Clementine.
played season 1, well, so all the games are about the first game you play is Lee, all the rest you
Yeah.
play is Clementine.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
3 you play as a totally different guy.
3 you play as Javi.
Yeah.
3, I like 3
They're
as
all
well.
It was okay.
tangentially the story of
Yeah.
Clementine.
Yeah.
Clementine
It's just-
is
yeah.
involved, but
Okay.
you could totally get away with only playing 1 and
Season
and
3.
again, not knowing how. The final would be season 4, I guess, the final season. And not knowing how it ends, of course, because it's not out. But I think you could totally play the first.
I think you're right too. It feels like every big moment in 4 so far has been big because it tied back to season 1.
Yeah,
There was a
well,
season
not
3 already?
not every
This is
big.
season
It's
4?
like every callback
No,
has
yeah,
been to
not
season
every
1.
bit. Yeah, exactly. They're not. It doesn't feel like they're calling back. Like you are there with AJ,
Yep.
who is a kid who you meet in season 3. Nope, season 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
But they're not referencing stuff from that.
no, the
'Cause
big.
he's just a baby at that time.
Yeah, the like. I don't want to talk too much about it. If you've played 1, you'll know every time when Clement's like, "Oh, I remember this thing." You're like, "Oh shit, that was in season 1."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was
The
real
screen
fucked.
told me she'd remember this.
Yeah,
It's like
they were right.
it's like when they were making that game, they knew what their bread and butter game was.
You think
Which
so?
one brought in the money?
Or do you think it was like because Telltale sort of fell apart? It maybe looked like the game series was falling apart. Do you think this was a thing where they're like, "Ooh, we need some good. How can we get a little bit of goodwill? How can we make people feel really nice about themselves? What if we? Because the scene that you and I are talking about, you could literally just take. You could insert that anywhere. It's very
Sure, yeah.
versatile. It could have. It could.
You're talking
I'm
about
not-
the train thing?
Yeah, I'm not saying it was added, but you could have been like, "Oh fuck, what if we hang on? I'm gonna just write this in right now. Let's boop stick it in right there."
Sure, that they could have done that for goodwill, but I also think
Devil's advocate a little bit here.
I also think that, like you said, all the things that they call back to, they're all season 1.
Yeah.
Where to the point where I'm almost like the writers of this are like, season 1 is the one they all played.
Kenny's alive, you guys. What if Kenny's alive? What if Kenny's fucking alive? Is there ever a
Kenny's
point?
not alive.
Is there ever a point where you see Kenny's body?
Yes.
I don't. Is that correct? Just because Kevin says yes.
What are we? Okay, wait. Are we talking about season
There-
2 spoilers now?
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking,
My Kenny is definitely last seen alive.
don't know if that's true.
I'm wondering if there is a hard fast Kenny can get killed. Here's where you see his head get cut off. Here's where you see him die.
I think it was
because if there's a path for Kenny to be dead,
beginning of season
Kenny
3, it gave you the in between seasons thing, and it ends up telling you that the person you left the end of season 2 with ends up dying.
I don't think mine did that.
I'm gonna have to do some research. I've been holding out for Kenny quite literally every single season because he does one of those in the first season, I think, where he disappears and then comes back later.
Yeah.
And so
the zombies pin him against the fence, and
you're
like,
"Oh,
you're dead!
Save yourself!" And so ever since that point, I'm like, "Oh, he's coming back," and then he does come back in season 1, and then I've seen it all through season 2, and then he does come back in season 2. So I'm still my boy. He's up there.
He's pretty cool.
He's
He
great.
was actually a real piece of shit in season 2, but he was
too.
my piece of shit.
He was such a piece of shit that I think he was like, "I'm a piece of shit. I have to go." He just removed himself. He exiled himself.
I don't think you can be a piece of shit and also do that. It goes against being a piece of shit.
Spark of gold in that
Take
turd.
it down somewhere else.
One day you wake up and realize the shitty. Oh, I've become everything I hate. I have to leave.
My Kenny in season 2 was just a big piece of shit to everyone else but me. And then at the end of season 2, we found a town, a big fortified wall, and they're like, "Can we come in?" And they're like, "We can't feed any more people. Get the fuck out of here." Kenny's like, "What if you just take the girl and the baby?" And they're like, "Fine, get lost, Kenny." And then Kenny walked out into the
Sauntered
fog.
off. He's alive.
My Kenny's
He's alive.
Unless there was something.
I'm pretty sure there's something at the beginning of season 3.
In summary, Walking Dead, fucking dope this season.
It's good. It's a good season.
I think this is my favorite season so far.
Ooh.
So if
Tough to
I
beat
were to
one.
buy it at this point, who would get my money?
I
Epic.
would assume. Well, no, not Epic. Well, they would get their 12% from the store. I don't know. I would assume it's all probably going to some lawsuit somewhere for payouts. I'm not too sure though.
If it helps, you can give me your money and I will buy it for you. And then they got my money and I got your money.
I'm gonna guess probably to Skybound, knowing nothing about that particular business, but knowing a little bit about some business. I would guess
You think
Skybound.
time of purchase had something
My
to do
guess
with it?
would have been Telltale.
Probably. And again, knowing nothing about any of this, because it's all nobody's talked about it publicly yet either. I sort of imagine them probably buying the IP whole cloth. Here's your bailout. We'll take The Walking Dead. Also, please give us whatever devs want to come work on it, which was 40, I think, or something. We ran that story, I remember.
We walked out the other end happy enough.
Yeah,
with
felt good
the
enough
number.
about how that all worked out. Anything else you've been dipping away at?
No, I can't find any collectibles.
In
Walking Dead.
I only found
My room looks like shit.
0. I got a Venus flytrap.
I did too. That was the one I found.
I got a mushroom.
I didn't get a mushroom.
I got a cow skull.
That was in the first episode.
Yeah.
So hanging above the door. I did okay in the first episode.
I think that's all I got. Though.
I got a picture that someone drew for me.
I think I might also. I think 10.
That kid with the burnt, yeah.
Yeah, 10 might have drawn me a picture. Tennessee. It's great. It's great. It's great. Fuck, we should do a Walking Dead spoiler cast. I'm just thinking about some of those moments you texted me.
Yeah.
I laughed. I cried.
Yeah.
I wrote things in all caps into my phone.
Yes.
It's great. Great episode.
It is definitely, I don't know, 1 was so fucking good.
Yeah.
But it is easily better than 2 and 3.
One I feel like is these peaks and valleys, and the peaks are so high, especially because you're it's things that are they won't kill a kid. These are video games. You don't kill children, and they do some
fucking did it.
I feel like this one is just fucking pins it to 11 and just sticks it. I really dig it.
Yep, it's really good.
Kev, what you been up to?
I'm still not really playing video games. No.
Yeah, see Detroit sitting on your. I see somebody got your copy of Detroit to check out before the game of the year show.
I'm planning on playing that on Monday because I have the day off. Maybe get a couple hours in Sunday before all shit hits the fan.
That's the Royal Rumble. Yeah, we will have. I guess we will have watched the Royal Rumble at this point.
Yes. And
we all went over to Warren and Brando's. Got Roman Reigns was announced at number 30 and won the Rumble, and I was so excited that I got alcohol poisoning.
Drunkest we've ever seen you.
We've said that a lot.
The biggest dog. If you don't watch wrestling, people kind of used to like to hate on Roman Reigns before he left, myself included. If he came back and won the Royal Rumble, that would be the stupid would wrap around. It would be like
It would
Dragon
become-
Ball Z,
yeah.
fucking blue hair, let's go.
Yeah. It's like this got so nonsensical
in.
that it's art now.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense.
We reached the dumb quotient. Not feeling video games, eh?
I don't know, man. It's just
It's God of War.
God of War. I
No.
Never
didn't
gonna get it.
Didn't do it for me.
No.
I need something else.
Detroit's
to,
a little shut your brain offable.
Yeah,
Detroit's a lot more like watching a movie.
that's good.
There's no like the fail states in Detroit are still like paths. There's no fail state really in Detroit. Even if characters are dying, you're still seeing a story.
Yeah.
It's not like it's reloading you to don't let characters die.
Yeah,
maybe.
try and
maybe don't let characters die.
It makes it very obvious what the 3 characters that game is based on. Try not to let those guys die because
Keep
it seems
them
to
alive.
very negatively affect that game.
Yep.
Or just try to kill everyone at every opportunity.
I've seen that option.
Yeah.
I've seen a man do that option on a stream.
I've lived that life. It's
I've seen
a way to do
I've
it.
seen bits and pieces of that game, and it's always the exact same spot. So I have a feeling that when I get to the stripper area,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna just walk to the very end.
just
talk
know
to
exactly where it.
talk to the one person because that's the only part of that game that I've seen, and I've seen it many times.
That's a fun scene. There's a lot of fun scenes.
I like the stripper scene.
that one. Yeah.
You took the curmudgeon-y old man's credit card to
That
pay for strippers.
is my yeah. Asking him to like, Hank, I need you to rent because you can only minimum charge for these are not stripper bots, by the way. These are fuck bots.
Yeah, fuck bots.
Minimum charge for a 30-minute session is you can only get it in 30-minute sessions. So you're going around like just beep. I'll take this guy. And, I gotta ask this one a question. I need your credit. Beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. Just
Meanwhile, Hank's just picturing the credit card statement coming in
Yeah.
and just being like, fuck bot, fuck bot, fuck
checking out
bot.
hookers. Like, oh, this is gonna be weird to
Hank,
expense.
why did you buy 17 fuck bots in one 30-minute period?
And then you talk to them for like 5 seconds because you're on a timer. You talk to them for literally 5 seconds, and then you have to run to the next one.
No.
So you're just like 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
That's probably like the best 30 minutes that fuckbot has had in quite some time.
Oh yeah, I would
Just
think so.
kick your legs up in
I would
the
think so.
in the fuckbot room.
I bet there are
Get some
people.
Doritos.
You think they have Doritos still in the future? Probably. They probably only have Doritos. I bet some people. I bet there's like some weird side stories where like this guy goes in and reads poetry to the fuck
Oh,
bots.
definitely
You know,
there is.
this one plays chess and tries to beat the sex bots in chess. They should make another. You can tell a lot of stories in Detroit. You can tell a lot of stories in the brothel at Detroit.
I mean, my Detroit, there's probably not a whole lot of room for stories in my
No,
Detroit
you
by the
dirt-
way it ended.
Dirty bombed.
I
You-
fucking took
you-
that city down.
He took that bomb to the fuckbot place and turned it into a dirty bomb.
That's when you poop on the fuck bot.
Okay.
That's hot, Carl.
I did start playing Stardew Valley again
Oh yeah,
on the stream.
I guessed at the name, Doing Dangles. I don't know.
that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Good
because it
enough.
kind of runs together almost into Doing Dangles. Doing
Oh,
Dangles.
do dangles.
What are we doing tonight? Oh, we're doing Dangles.
There you go. Perfect. So yeah, we got to day 6. That game takes a lot of time to play.
Oh yeah,
I seem
Yep.
to remember.
It's like a peace simulator.
Yeah.
It simulates peacefulness.
people saying they're on like year 2, 60 hours in.
Yeah, I made it to. I looked at my old save file, just at like the time played, and I think I was like 4th day in summer, which is the 2nd season.
And only
And
30 days each, right? Each season.
28 days.
Yeah,
I think it's
a
exactly
month,
4
basically
weeks.
4
yeah.
months to
Yeah.
a year.
And yeah, it was like 16 hours played for just getting through 1 month.
Wow. There's a lot of shit to do. That game, I started also playing a little of it recently, is like systems on systems on systems on systems. If that game were 3D, it would be Red Dead. It is 10 billion systems all working together, interacting with one another, piled on top. It's at the end of my first week. I was a farmer, miner, adventurer, archaeologist, karaoke rock star scientist who also was fighting ghosts.
Karaoke rock star
I think.
scientist. I've been fighting ghosts, yeah, too. It's been a long time since I played it. I played it like when it first came out, a little bit of the beta, and then during release. There's like 6 or 7 different farms that you can start in. One of them has ghosts, so obviously I picked the one that has ghosts.
Why?
I don't know. It seems to just be making it harder because they chase me around and attack me.
Friend the ghosts. Give them a nice shiny gift.
Oh, they're not friendly.
No, eh? I hope you didn't pay much for that farm.
It was free.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
That's
You inherited
one of the bonuses.
You inherited it from
yeah.
your grandfather.
Yeah.
Is your grandfather one of the ghosts?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Probably is at some point. It'll be 200 hours until we find out, though. So
Grandpa is sort of he writes you a real scathing note in the beginning about how I bet you fucked your life up, huh? You're probably thinking about killing yourself because you hate what you did. Here's a farm. You're welcome. It's like
The bank is foreclosing.
He lays it on thick. No, I think he's dying maybe or something.
yeah, it's like
I think he's passed. I think he's bequeathing you the farm, but is literally like
it comes in a letter, and he's like, only open the letter when you're at your lowest
yes,
point
that's
ever.
it. That's it. Yes, once you fucked yourself completely and life sucks and you have nowhere else to go, open this letter from your
in my
passed away grandpa.
playthrough. In my playthrough, the canon of that was literally the next day. Grandpa died. We went back to work, and we're like,
This is grandpa's gone. This is the darkest day.
Let's just open the letter. Let's see what it is. Because I personally would not be able to keep that letter sealed.
No, definitely not.
If
No.
someone's like, only open this in 10 years from now, fuck you. As soon as you're out of the room, I'm opening that letter.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for them to pass away. At least I'm gonna make sure they're not around to be like, you still got that. I need that letter back. You haven't opened it, have you?
Just
I just gotta change something.
steam
real
it
fast.
open. Have you guys ever steamed anything
No,
open?
have you?
Yeah?
Wow. I don't have a. Do you need a steamer? Or can you do it over
No,
a
you just
pot?
need a pot.
iron or, yeah.
Preferably a kettle because you want the steam directed.
Yeah, okay, and you just kind of let the glue. Okay, I
Yeah.
can see how it
Doesn't
works.
it make the paper all lumpy though, so then people can tell?
it does. It's
probably
very
tell.
easy to tell.
Letter's been steamed.
That's why I use a wax seal.
Ooh.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's good.
I sort of thought about for 5 seconds one time getting a real because the Eads family has a crest. We have a real crest. I could get a fucking press for a wax seal and start putting Eads wax seals on stuff.
I was legitimately. I spent an abnormal amount of time at work one day researching where to get wax seal stamp and where to get sealing wax in Edmonton. Because
Expensive.
I was planning on doing one of the letters I was doing for a D&D campaign and just doing it up and then wax sealing it and then handing it to the players.
It'd be very cool.
But it would have been the wax is super expensive and I really couldn't find any place that had a good
Whatever
the
thing,
hell you call them.
the wax presser.
Yeah.
Seal.
Very cool. But then, I mean, at that point, then you're buying a quill and
Yeah, that's
learning
true.
how to write with a quill, and it's
I mean, at that point, you can just write it in cursive because kids nowadays don't know how to do cursive anyway, so it just looks like crazy fancy writing.
We can't
Is
read
cursive
writing
just writing?
anyways.
Yeah,
cursive is just literal handwriting, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't teach handwriting in school anymore.
Nope. Garbage. Useless.
I sort of only know how to write. I can print, but it looks like total fucking shit and takes a long time. But I can write.
I don't ever have to write anything.
No,
That too.
I had to sign. Where was it? Oh, I was at a wedding and had to sign, write a message in the book and sign my name. And for real I had to be like, how do I sign? Oh, right. Okay. This is, man, I haven't signed my name in a fucking long
At
time.
least whenever I'm doing those, and they give you this fucking real nice pen all the time, and I'm just going so slowly,
You have to use the other hand to readjust your grip on how to hold a pen.
Printing in big block letters, all capitals.
Yeah.
Did you do anything else, Kev, other than not play? Are you giving up? God of War is gone. The ship has sailed. The boats.
I don't know. I did play a little bit more. Actually, I did play a little bit of God of War this week. I got to the place where
Dreams go to die.
the black smoke blocked my path.
Okay,
And they're
yeah.
like,
Okay.
you
You're
have to
getting
go
there.
this way. So I went to Alfheim.
Yep, I just got the light.
We made it to another round.
I
Did you go into the light? Did you do that part yet? Or are you still?
don't know what that means.
You would know.
I
you'd
might know what that.
It's a big literal light, and I think Kratos is like, "I am going into the light," and then
Oh,
fucking
yes,
walks
I did
into
do
the
that.
light.
I did do that. Yeah, and then
Came back out, and your kid was a
boy
bitch.
helps you out.
Yeah.
And apparently, I was
was a
gone
bitch
for
the
a
whole
long time.
Long
Apparently,
long time.
I think
Years.
that's literally the last thing that I did. I think I saved and then
Sure.
turned
You're
it
getting
off
there.
after that.
You're a good way. You almost meet Mimir. You're on your way to getting the best character of the year.
For sure.
Well,
Or
we'll see.
Or
for sure.
I don't know who that is.
Dutch should be the best character of the year.
Yeah, he's pretty
Dutch
good.
pretty good.
Even though I
pretty
hate
good,
him. I especially because I hate him.
Yeah.
He's got such a great read. I was just playing a little Red Dead yesterday, refreshing my memory, reliving the good times. What a great read on Dutch.
That
What a fucking
game
great
came
read.
out like a month and a half ago.
Oh, it's so good. That the insist part is so good.
that right there. Playing Red Dead again after playing Red Dead is worse than watching a movie back to back.
Oh yeah, no, I think it was during the stream where I said to you, because you're like, I'm kind of thinking about getting back into Red Dead, and I was like, it will be minimum 2 years before I play.
way.
The only thing I will play in Red Dead in less time than that is if online looks good and everyone's playing online. I might jump into that, but I am not going back to that single player for 2 years minimum.
So good. I just want to watch. I honestly, I don't even want to play it. I just want to see all and hear all the. I just want to watch somebody go through it and hear all
YouTube.
the dialogue. And yeah, but the insist.
Insist,
That
dude.
fucking game, Bryce. You should probably play Red Dead before the game of the year show.
It's
I
short.
tried and
A little bit. Not at
I
all?
got it to the bottom of the mountains. Like, this isn't fun.
So you played for what, an hour?
Yeah.
It's a
It didn't-
it's
it
a
didn't-
900-hour game,
It
Bryce.
didn't grab me in the
You
first
made-
hour.
you made
I'm
it
not
to-
going to put in 10%.
It's like you started World of Warcraft and made it to level 2, and we're like, well, I've seen it. I've seen everything I need. That's
all I
it.
need.
But I mean, level 2 in Warcraft is more than enough time to know that you don't like Warcraft.
yes.
I suppose.
I
Maybe.
cannot in good conscience say, "Oh, keep going," because it really.
Keep going.
another 6 hours to the point like, I might enjoy this.
Keep
And
going.
Can't do it.
As a man who will still put that game in one of his top 3 games of the year, whenever someone says, the game's not really fun to play, I will always be like, I know.
Video games isn't about having fun.
But it sure
about the
looks and
story.
sounds good.
I know.
Oh, those performances.
Those characters
My
are
God.
maybe the best I've ever... That cast of characters is probably the best I've ever seen in any video game.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. They feel the most real, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
It's one we were sort of talking about this week. This is like this year, 2018, is one of those moments of like games will never look better. We've peaked. This is
Mm-hmm.
it. This is real life. We're looking at real life. We figured it out. All done. Bryce is raising an eyebrow at
I was
me.
watching
Red
Colin
Dead.
play Red Dead before we left, and he doesn't have PS Pro, and that kind of looked a little dumpy.
Oh,
I'm not
It
gonna
doesn't
lie.
look like real life. It absolutely doesn't.
Oh! Who the fuck is this guy?
Dumpy for sure.
I don't think
Come
it's.
over
I
there.
don't think
God
it's
of
on
War
my
looked
top 5 of the
a little
year.
better.
Definitely
I'm gonna come
nothing
over there.
impressive
I'm gonna
about
come
it,
over there and
that's
take a
for
little
sure.
dumpy on you.
God of War looked
Fucker.
better than Red
Dirty
Dead.
bomb.
God of War did look much better.
Dirtiest
I
bomb.
think they both do different parts.
I think God of War looked better. I have a lot, but see, our category, should it not change, is best. It's
best
best
style.
looking / style.
Yeah, that's right.
And I got a lot of style games that kind of
Yeah.
pushed Red Dead off on the best looking side.
I might agree with that.
We're doing a top 5 for every single category.
I fucking don't know, Bryce.
Top 3 for some.
We were okay.
Oh.
Just not to get into it, but me and Matt were supposing that maybe a top 5 would actually make it shorter because everyone could maybe get something on there.
I feel like
that then
harsh
they
cuts would go a little bit faster.
Leaves more room for compromise, right?
right, because
With
I have a
top
lot
five.
of a lot of games where it's like I don't really care if it's 2 or 5, but I would like to see it on our
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oberdin should be on the list. I
Yeah.
don't care where it is as long as it's on
And
the
if it's a
style
top
list.
3,
We
then
have-
I'll spend an hour getting it onto 3.
Yeah, that's
We
good.
have 10 nominations for every category.
At least.
so much more. We have so many more.
Everybody at the table gets 1 veto. We'll have that list done in
Ooh.
no time at all.
Hard vetoes.
For best moment
There's
and
like
category,
70
I
best
think yes,
moments.
there's definitely over 50. There's so many.
Okay,
That's fucked.
I'll go in there and trim them down.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
as
well,
somebody
that
who
was the
hasn't
thing-
played a lot of these video
some
games,
of them are up there for jokes.
And those ones we can just say
Yeah.
them, laugh, and then cut them.
Those ones are funny to read.
But the problem was because you and me were talking about some of these, we got to narrow some of these down. And then I went in there and I'm like, I'm fucking not cutting any of mine. And I was like, I can't in good conscience cut this one that I don't think is a good moment because I don't even know who put that up there. And they
already
might get all
begins.
offended.
It already begins. The Game of the Year show, it's on Sunday. Please join us. Saturday, pardon me.
We'll run down the top 70 moments of the year.
In order.
Oh God.
Oh, excuse me. Bryce, what do you put nothing on the sheet. You didn't play a darn thing?
I played more Hades. Finally beat that damn Hydra today.
Good.
Woo!
Fuck that guy.
That game
that
looks
guy.
fucking good.
Let's
It's
go.
real good.
Was that the second boss?
Second and final boss at the moment.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's...
Oh, yeah, because it's early access.
Yeah.
What are they... What's, like, the scope? Do you know? How many...
I think there's going to be 5 levels, and each level has one boss. So far, it's just the 2.
Does it feel short right now? Or is it like, ooh, this is only
Oh no,
half done?
I've put in a lot of work into it, but now that I've beaten the Hydra once, I've beaten it 4 other times, and now it
it's
feels a little short.
One of,
Yeah,
one of those.
like a run now is not very long, right?
No, I'm
It's
22 minutes of doing it at.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's speedrun levels right
But
there.
it took you hours and hours and hours
yes.
to be able to get.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's the Dead Cells thing
Right,
of like,
yeah.
oh, I beat this guy, now he's easy.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
I fucking
More
love
in
Stoke.
18 days.
Oh, yeah, every month, right?
Every month they're putting out a huge patch.
Is there-
And they're doing every second day is like a minor patch as well.
Do we know if it's coming out on console when it's all done? Have they said that?
Did Pyre?
Pyre did.
Pyre came out on absolutely everything.
I think
Yeah.
all their games have.
Yeah, I think so too.
Bastion was a weird one because it was Summer of Arcade, so I don't know if that ever came to PS. It'd be 3 and 4.
It
I
is
think
on-
it did though.
It is on PlayStation now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
is it?
it's it is currently on PlayStation, not PlayStation Now
like,
service.
It's currently on
Yes.
PlayStation. Yeah, they're good. Because I know it wasn't the Summer of Arcade, but
And yeah, all 3 are on the Switch, so that'll
Yeah.
just come to everything eventually.
totally come to everything.
All those games are good.
They're so fat good.
I don't know. Maybe just
Transistor
super.
was my least favorite.
Maybe just Super J is also my
Pyre's
least
my
favorite.
least favorite.
Maybe Super Giant Games and we're just they're just kind of
Not there, right?
No, not
I
there.
don't know.
I really liked Pyre.
I like Bastion a lot, but I like the performances and it's okay to play. It's a kind of
The end of Bastion's really good.
Yeah, I've never seen the end.
The decision is so like simple and like it is both a world changing thing, but also like you look inside yourself where it's like,
And then
am I just really selfish in my like? It's basically save the world versus
save the narrator?
but you'll lose all your friends. It's like you'll
Is one of my friends the narrator voice?
your friends are whoever you want it to be. Look in your Kingdom Heart.
All right. I need to figure out what exactly. I'll get back to you in 6 to 8 weeks when I figure out what that means.
We're all trying to figure it out. I really like all those Supergiant games. Transistor, I didn't get very far in.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
didn't either.
The ending will just rope you in.
Yeah,
the ending. Once you beat the game,
Once you
you'll
beat the
really
game,
enjoy the game.
Same.
Get you right in the feels.
I'm going to use the same argument with Red Dead.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
Bryce the ending,
yeah.
It's a couple hours for
it's gonna last.
Transistor.
It's gonna lasso you. It's gonna pull you right behind a horse, face down in the
But once I
gravel.
hit chapter 3, I'm just going to give up again.
That's all right. Make it the
On the
chapter.
writer strike.
Make chapter
Make it the
3
oh,
take a
that's
break.
5. That's 5.
What? I thought it was 3 when
No,
they go
5
to
is
the island.
5 is the writer
Ooh,
strike.
yeah, you know.
Spoilers.
Oh.
When they go to Tahiti,
Oh.
Arthur.
Noise.
Noise. Yeah, no, it's 5. 5 is the writer strike.
Oh, okay.
But by the time you're at 5, you're so far in that
You're
like
pretty much done.
what am I 60 hours? I'm not going to see the no. It's
That was the thing for me is I hit the the overflow tipping point where it's just like I've put too many
we're
hours.
past the point of no return.
Yeah, I have to see what happens to all these characters, even if it fucking kills me.
I replayed the epilogue. Oh, it's
Oh
great. It's
my
fine. It's good. It's
God,
good. It's good. It's good
that's-
episodes. Some of the
fuck,
best
dude.
parts of the game.
So me and Warren were talking about this because our good friend Oliver is playing the epilogue and has not given us a big review on it, but he did drop a like, oh man, this epilogue with an emoji that suggested he was not enjoying the epilogue. and Warren and it's true that it takes a while to get going, the epilogue, just like every part of that game. But it me and Warren were kind of talking after Warren's like, oh, it gets better. Where I was like, I wonder, does the epilogue do anything for anyone if you haven't played Red Dead 1?
Maybe.
I doubt it would.
Maybe. Probably not.
Because everything I liked about that epilogue was like seeing him get from where he ended the game at to where the new game, the first game starts at.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's-
it probably does.
That's
absolutely
the
nothing for anybody.
reason why I didn't play it, because I got probably about
Well,
I played probably 45 minutes of it, and then I'm like, I don't care about these characters in any way.
The main.
Are we going around spoiler territory?
No, I don't want to talk about spoilers. There is a thing to resolve in the epilogue, still from the main game. That like
Yep.
one
Yeah,
of the
you're
one of
right.
the biggest
Yep.
story hooks is still left open.
Right.
Which I totally forgot about.
That's there.
That part is weird. I replayed
Eh,
that
it's
part
not
too.
great.
The fucking conducting. There's like
Yeah.
a quick time conducting people. Now
It's
you
like
talk.
the Mexican standoff.
Now
minigame.
you talk. Now you talk. Now you talk.
And I'm like, I was doing it and being like, can I do this wrong?
I was doing it fast because I'm like, either of these fuckers could pull a gun. I got to keep it bouncing.
I actually have no idea what you're even referring to. Well, you'll
Because
have to let me know.
Yeah,
during-
you didn't play the epilogue, so you're.
No, like I don't know what the plot point that wasn't wrapped up was.
Oh yeah, we'll tell you after the show. Write that on my page so I don't forget. It's a big one. It's a big one. Poop. Thank you. What did I play? Not really much.
You'll
anything.
remember when you see that.
Yeah, well, not really much in it. I start. So I'm gonna play all of Dark Souls 3. Every boss. No deaths.
Hold on.
What if you die?
I will restart the game.
Jesus
I will
mercy.
restart the run. I will go from the beginning.
How long is that? Ballpark.
Like hours?
Yeah. How long do you think a run would be?
How
How long do you think a
probably
successful run will
best
be?
case scenario.
Probably best case scenario, probably like 3 hours if I'm just fucking.
So you
that
can
quick?
beat that game in 3 hours?
Yeah, it's basically it almost turns into a speed run where you're like, okay, I need to run here, get this item, run to this boss, do him, run to this boss, do him, run here, get this item, run here, do. It's very like speed run.
But you're not
by the
speed
end.
running it.
No.
You're just
No, we're just no deaths. It's not hit like
Okay.
I can take hits,
not
I can do
bad.
everything. Just no deaths, no deaths.
How many consecutive deaths to the final boss before you like throw your computer out the window and just quit?
So we have save states that we're used to practice our boss runs. We played Dark Souls 3 on the stream earlier in the year, and I died to the last boss, which I'm pretty sure is Slave Knight Gale. It was over 200 times. It might have been 250.
he's never gonna do it.
We sort of lost count. We sort of lost counts, but that's a DLC boss, so I'm gonna do the main game,
Good thinking.
and then we'll add the DLC in because the DLC is just full of fucking nightmares. There are 2 bosses in there that we died to over 200 times each, which will be a struggle.
What about main game final boss? Do you remember how many times you died to that one?
Not at all. No, I think the main game is pretty easy actually for most of it. I don't remember the. I don't even know who the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know who the final boss is.
Remember to practice the late ones more than the early ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it's there's a program called like Speed Souls. It's for speed running, and I'm making a save state just at each boss. And then every day we can go in and be like, okay, I'm just gonna work on the bosses today. Boom! So I just want to spawn here at the 7th boss. Here we go, 7th boss or whatever, or so that you don't have to do.
Right. Oh yeah. No,
So,
I get it. Yeah.
so you don't have to run the whole way back of like, oh, I died on the 8th boss again. Now I got to play for 2 hours to practice that boss again.
Right.
So we're working on that. It'll be like months in the working. I'm gonna try and do it in under a year. I think is totally achievable.
Yeah.
If I can do it in under 6 months, that'd be dope. We'll see. A couple hours each day type of thing.
Have you thought about how? Okay, was going to ask my question. How much time you're gonna? Is it going to be like we're going to practice this 1 day out of 3, or if it's going to be more like two hours a day? Or,
Dip in here and there. Yeah. I can do the first 2 bosses, almost up to the first 3. So I mean, we're making tracks.
who's the big stumper? Is it the end one, or is there?
No, there's one in the middle called Pontiff. So there's a mechanic in Dark Souls called parrying, which is if you play Bloodborne, it's like the parrying. I know. Anyways, it's you lower your block, but you're trying to bat away an attack with like perfect timing. But the thing is, if you miss that parry, you are dying because you're not blocking, so you're taking the damage. And I have famously never ever parried in all of Dark Souls because you don't have to. Because you don't fucking have to.
Yeah. No parry run.
No parry run. But we're gonna have to learn to do that this fight. And I know there's a boss we're gonna have to get real good at him, which is it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
At the highest levels of that game, it's honestly just like a rhythm game of like. I'm just kind of like tapping. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, parry, dun 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 dun. Like you fall into the rhythm pretty well, and then sometimes the bosses just don't do what you expect them to, and you just fucking throw the computer. This is all fucked. What? He swung with his left hand there. Like it's a dangerous way to live. It's fun though.
Isn't that the Souls where someone could come into your game and just screw your day up?
They could, yeah.
Can you turn that off?
Sort of. We're playing offline, but you still get like fake ones, so we still get invaded. But they're AI, so they're not that big of a deal.
Do they invade you when you're on a boss fight?
No. If you're in a boss fight, you're safe. You can never be invaded during a. Well, there are some boss fights. Oh shit! There's one boss fight where it's like a PvP. There's one boss fight where instead of fighting a boss, you just fight invaders. You fight PvP invaders, and I remember the first time I did it, I ended up fighting 2 at the same time and fucking beat them. Oh shit! But yeah, so it'll be fun. We got a lot of stuff to figure out. We're doing real dumb build. We're doing a luck build. There's a stat. There's a luck stat, which seems bad, but internet says do it. So here we go.
Why?
I'm a lucky man, I guess.
Why does the internet say to do it?
I don't.
Is there
There's
like crits in this game?
Chance to not get hit.
There's a weapon that scales with luck. Apparently, it's the only weapon in the entire game that scales. So we're gonna. I don't know why. There's a reason behind it. Luck is good for your other stats, and also this weapon will scale with it. And I don't know, a lot of research to do. 3 bosses of like 26 or something. 21.
Almost there.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be a long slog. I think that's all I played. I don't know why I don't write things down. I'm an
You always
idiot.
send us this fucking sheet, and we
I
got to
know.
write stuff down.
I know. You guys been watching any Mortal Kombat 11 coverage?
That game looks fucking fantastic. Like,
Don't
looks.
Visually.
Visually
Visually.
looks.
do it. Get that thought out of your mind.
Brando
Both
just
of
yells,
you.
get over
fatality.
here and fucking threw his
threw the
pen at me.
out.
Do not buy Mortal Kombat.
Dude, there's what if
It looks
what
so good.
What if you were a guy who one of his moves was he took 30 seconds off the clock or added 30 seconds to the clock?
We all agree that that's awesome.
Yeah?
Still do not buy Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I saw someone hit someone in the back of the head so hard the front of their face flew off and their brain came out.
That's fun.
All right.
And it's like attached to the back as though it's going to bring
Yeah.
back in.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm back on board.
Like
Let's
a
all get way into Mortal Kombat 11. This will be the fighting game that we all get into.
I would be so happy.
I listened to Mr. Boone talking a bit about that story and where it's at. And so there's a new character. I don't know her name. She's like the female friend of the Fuck. It's like Chronica. It might be Chronica.
Is she the one who controls time?
No, I think it's Garrus or Jairus or
Garrus,
something.
Garrus,
Yeah. No, but she's also a time lady who. So every so often, the Mortal Kombat, they kind of reset their universe and their lore, and just like, oh, Mortal Kombat 9, for example, clean break. Here's new cast of characters. You know, it's Cassie Cage and Raiden and all them, but different iteration. And the way they're talking about this new character is that maybe these aren't different iterations. Maybe she is resetting the universe every few years, and these aren't different iterations. And maybe the Johnny Cage from this universe and the Johnny Cage from like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 universe are gonna meet, and
Jesus.
maybe
Okay,
should
so
play.
Mortal Kombat 11 is like Metal Gear?
If everything
maybe
that you
play
said,
Mortal Kombat 11.
if everything that you said does come to pass, I will probably buy this.
I
game.
know. I feel like such an idiot. So I fall for it every time. But yep, if that's the story they're trying to tell, I'm so fucking in.
And we say fall for it like we're just not fighting game people.
It's true.
Mortal Kombat has been making some good Mortal Kombats lately.
Oh yeah, they're.
It is certainly not they tricked us into getting their dumb game.
No, it's like, we spent $80 and then played the story in 2 hours and never picked the game up again. Like Dragon Ball Fighters. Fighter Z, however you say that name.
I wish at least if the story was good for Fighter Z, I would have been happy.
Those clone fights. Oh, most
Oh,
disappointing
there's
game.
so many of them.
You remember those clone fights? Have you watched, last thing I want to ask before we go for break, Brando, have you watched any of Dragon Ball Super Brawly? Dragon Ball Brawly Super? Whatever.
No, I
the
don't think
fucking-
I'm not caught up to that part yet, I don't think. Or is
Is
it kind
there-
of standalone?
I think it might be right.
I always watch the movies when like I get to the release date of the episode that came out.
I'm where you are.
Yeah, because
So we're not caught up then.
We're not caught up.
Oh shit. Okay.
We just finished the tournament on the other planet.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta catch up. We should both catch up. I saw Frieza in that. Frieza's in that movie.
Gold Frieza?
He wasn't gold. He just looked like Frieza ass Frieza.
Oh shit! I was gonna say I seen Gold
He
Frieza
wasn't
already.
Gold Frieza.
Oh.
No, I think yeah, we already saw Gold
We already
Frieza.
saw
That's
Gold
right.
Frieza.
Is this like 2019 Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's still
Yeah.
coming.
It's still coming.
Yep.
Wow.
It's-
Their hair's blue now.
It's not Z anymore. It's Super. Dragon Ball Super.
Oh.
You should watch Dragon
It
Ball.
is
Red
Super.
Dead Redemption and Dragon Ball Z Bryce, two things I think you would love.
I'm in for Dragon Ball. Sure.
I mean, you could
Committed.
You could walk. Yeah, maybe just take our wins.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever watched Z?
Yeah, of course.
Z's
All
great.
of Z?
No.
What do you? I'm gonna say some things. You let me know if this means anything. Saiyan Saga, Vegeta, Nappa,
Those are words.
Raditz.
Vegeta? No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Cell.
Yes.
Cell Saga.
Cell. Yes.
Okay.
Green Man. Perfect Form.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We saw. it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sucking up the androids. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Pink Boo. Boo. It's Pink Man.
No, I don't think I watched any Boo stuff.
Okay.
Turns people into candy.
No.
talks like this.
You're only really one season
Yeah, you just need a boost saga.
outside of the end of Dragon Ball Z.
That's dope. We'll watch. We'll set you up. Set you
It's
up.
all on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I got some. We'll hook you up, bro. No, YouTube.
Alright.
None of this fucking shit. We'll get you the boot.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, is Dragon Ball Kai on Crunchyroll? I think it might be.
I think it is.
Yeah. If you have Crunchyroll, watch the Boost Saga of Kai. Only
I'll
Kai.
figure something out.
Only Kai.
Only Kai.
Take
What's
my
wrong
word for it. Nope.
No.
Don't even ask those questions. Yes, Goku and Piccolo get a driver's license. It's not worth it.
Oh, fuck that. It isn't.
It's not worth it.
That sounds fun.
On that, we differ.
I feel like there's less Mr. Satan per entire show in the original cut, so that's why you should watch Kai. There's a lot of
There's more Mr. Satan overall.
A lot of Mr. Satan, brother.
All Mr. Satan. More Mr. Satan overall, though.
It's true, yeah. Let's go for a quick musical break. Everybody at home should watch Dragon Ball. We'll come back here to some news. See you in a sec. I have to be.
Mute all the mics and tell me what this plot hole is.
Okay, hang on.
I assume.
All right, noise.
No.
Noise.
Noise.
Noise. I'll be back.
Go pee!
I'm going. I have to tell them the spoiler. Watch your phone.
You watch my phone. I did.
Oh, these old legs.
Old legs. How's old Chatsky doing?
Pretty good. Warren said he watched Anchorman at least 60 times.
Jesus. Oh, look at that. We have
Someone correcting my Kingdom Hearts.
someone dropping a whole bunch of message deleted bombs up in the chat.
Can't do that. Well. Oh, what am I going to eat? It's going to be chicken wings because it always is.
There ain't nothing wrong with eating chicken wings.
Something wrong with eating chicken wings as often as I eat chicken wings.
How many times as often?
Every third day.
That's not too bad.
All right.
All right, hold on. Do you... Are you frying your own chicken wings?
No, I'm getting ordered out.
All right. No, I'm still on board.
Good.
Chicken wings are
Excellent.
great.
That's
Chicken
all
wings
I
are
need.
fucking great.
Yeah.
What's your go-to chicken wing?
I think Pizza 73 does really good chicken wings.
They do good chicken
Yeah.
wings, but what flavor?
They have a new hot dry rub that they didn't used to
Oh.
have. I used to get like the buffalo sauce, but they're so saucy most of the time. I'm like, this is too much sauce.
I got it was like a saucy one. It was like a mango something,
Oh yeah,
a mango barbecue or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I got that because it was the new flavor, and it wasn't good.
No,
No, not at
I
all.
don't know if I want mango on my wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of flavor kick in it, but all in all, a disappointing experience.
I like lemon pepper.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a big lemon pepper
Oh,
fan.
I also had disappointing new flavor wings.
What was it?
Honey barbecue from Pizza Hut. It was bad. It was just
not
like
good, eh?
It was like just shitty ass barbecue sauce.
Honey and barbecue are both great.
It was called. I know. It was called honey barbecue.
Seemed like a sure thing.
I love honey. I love barbecue.
I was I don't remember who I was telling this, but we were talking about chicken nugget sauces and which flavor to go with. Most people are either a barbecue or a sweet and sour.
Sure,
I'm like the only person in the world who's the hot mustard.
that's fair. You were the first person I've met. Yeah.
And every time I go and order chicken wing or chicken nuggets, they ask you, what flavor do you want?
Yeah.
If you say barbecue or sweet and sour, they will give you one.
Uh-huh.
If you say hot mustard, they will throw these things at you. Like,
Yeah,
how many do you
they
want?
got
You
so
want like
many.
6? You want like 8? You want like 15?
These are gonna expire.
Yeah.
They only ever give me 3.
yeah.
I'm a hot mustard man as well.
exactly.
Oh,
Hot
shit.
mustard is the best.
It
Two in
is.
one room.
It's the best. For
But yeah,
sure.
they just throw that sauce at you. They do not want
That's
to
the
hang
last
on
one,
to
sorry.
that.
No, that's okay.
I have a
No,
lot of-
I'm totally good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
I'm going to get one right now.
I was literally just seeing what he was doing. I might have one.
It was a little bit like the dog when you have like a hamburger, like food in the dog.
Yeah. It's like I could
sorry,
sense it.
buddy.
I wanted to see it, but I didn't need it.
I knew you could tell it was down there. I could tell it was bothering you. One beer for the first half of the show.
Dope.
One beer for the second half of the show. We used to record 2 beer shows. Probably recorded 2 beer shows for like 5 years straight.
2 beer shows?
Yeah. That was my ritual. One first half, one second half.
If this was like closer to my house and not through check stops on my way home,
Oh no,
I would probably have 15 beers every podcast.
well, you can't say that on the mics.
Did you guys hear that?
Don't
new
drink and
law?
drive.
That new law that passed.
0 alcohol tolerance.
Up to 2 hours after you drive, if you're drunk in that window, you can still get a drunk driving ticket.
It's mean.
How would that? Oh, what? If you're like
mean,
racing the liquor, I don't.
No.
The law came because somebody did race the liquor and successfully argued that they weren't drunk at the time they were pulled over, but because the breathalyzer was issued 90 minutes later, the alcohol had caught up to them.
Never race the liquor, bud.
Yeah.
Never race the liquor.
So my new dream, my new life's goal is to drive to a police station, get completely shit-faced after, of course, turning my car off and putting the keys in my pocket or giving the keys to someone else because they'll probably say you had the keys on you so you had the potential to drive. And yeah, just getting completely shit-faced and see if they charge me with drunk driving.
Yeah, good. I like your plan.
For science, we have
Just gotta poke the bear.
we have to know. It could go either way. This is why do you ask questions to perform these experiments?
That's right.
It's like, sir, we're going to charge you with public intoxication. But what about drunk driving?
Yeah.
That's the one I came
That's the one
for.
I want to know about that.
Hit me with it.
If I hit you with my license. All right, everybody, pick a story. Gather around the old news barrel.
Smash Brothers 2.0 this week.
There it goes. The news barrel has exploded.
What? Breaking news.
Yeah.
Take us through it.
I don't know. They're jumping it all the way to 2.0
Oh,
from
you're right.
1.3.
You're right. Version 2.0. Yeah, I saw that
Peter
today.
Piranha and patch notes. Who knows what it is?
That's right. Oh, hey, PSA. If you bought Smash in a hard copy, if you bought a physical copy of Smash, you have to... Shit, I know how to do this.
Isn't there just a code you redeem and good to go?
No, you gotta go to your game, like on the Switch crossbar, XMB, whatever. And there's a thing, you open the menu, there's a thing, you go to Nintendo Rewards, and you gotta sync up your rewards account. I got a digital.
Yep.
So if you get a digital, that code just comes in the email.
Mm-hmm.
If you pre-order digitally. If you bought it after the release, you don't get it, I don't think.
Okay. So if you don't have your code for PD Piranha, it's January the 31st is the cutoff. So if you don't have your code,
Get your fucking code.
go get your code.
Yep.
Because if you miss it, you miss it.
I believe it is just Piranha Plant.
You're right. It is just Piranha Plant. I
He
think
transforms
Bryce,
into PD.
I think Bryce might have said PD. Does
Yeah,
he?
my bad. Yeah, that's his ultimate smash, I think.
Do you think it transforms? That is more like he's calling for help. You know, not
I
any
don't know.
PD Piranha Plant. It's like not just any plumber can turn into Mario.
Sure they can.
If
Yeah, but
your final
maybe-
smash was Mario showed up, we'd be like, well, Bryce called Mario.
But
We'd be like,
PD
Bryce became
Piranha
Mario.
probably started as a Piranha Plant.
Yeah, works its way
So
up.
you are just playing as the one.
Doesn't PD have arms and legs? PD's not in a pot. PD can like walk around and shit.
No, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But I bet you like the baby one was in a pot.
That's
or in a
you're
pipe.
right. He probably
Yeah.
started in a pot. Like that's a good point.
So I think you were just playing as the one that would eventually be PD Piranha, and then his Smash Ultimate is him becoming.
I look forward in time.
Yes.
Okay. I'm with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get some great patch notes like we always do from
yeah.
Smash. Made changes. Oh, okay.
Characters are buffed, characters
made
were
changes to Bowser. They don't even say buff to nerf. They just
No?
say changes.
Oh.
Yeah.
We made changes to Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Like what?
It's like changes to this character, changes to this character, and then at the bottom it says like other changes.
Yeah, other changes. Yeah, it's, the most Nintendo-like solution to their
I think
fucking
someone
patch
has to
notes.
have mapped out every single ability and how much little damage it does now.
Yeah,
They
people
can figure it
people
out.
go in there and like
Someone has the
work
doc.
their way all
Yeah.
through it, but you shouldn't have
No,
to.
it should
You
just
shouldn't
be given
fucking
to
have
us.
to.
It's none of your business what we're doing with the game.
Apparently,
And then you have to like whoever does that has to check everything every time they release a new patch that says some changes.
Yeah,
Then they have to be like, oh, now I have to figure out which ones.
God's work. The folks who are finding out what some changes are.
Yeah.
What is it going to be? And do we know anything about what's in that 2.0 or just I saw the thing on my Smash this morning. It's like, get ready.
Yeah. Nobody knows anything. People are speculating like another game mode that was missing from previous iterations, but it's because 2.0 is big. Why would you jump from 1.3 already?
That's a very
if
good
it's
point.
just a DLC character.
That's a very good point. You might do a version each character or something.
Yeah, or it's just lots more spirits. Yeah.
There's more snacks is the bonus right now.
Expand on that game board. There needs to be another 400 spaces.
Fuck.
I'm down. I did.
I got all the spirits.
Did you get every space?
Every space.
Every space
Did you get all 1300 and 2?
of the
In
spirits.
the game, no.
No.
Just
Plus-
in the
plus the
in
new
that
ones they've
adventure
added
mode.
since.
Yeah.
Bryce is about to say,
I did.
There you go.
Except for the 2. Because you have to buy Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee to get the spirits.
so what
Basically
you're
a
saying
dab.
is everybody needs to pool and buy Bryce these 2 games. Just so
No. I just need to go over to a friend's house who has the physical copy, put it in my Switch, then I got myself the spirits.
I don't know anyone who owns a physical copy of.
I thought
Let's
about
Go
getting one of
Eevee.
those, but I didn't.
Wait for
Yeah.
the real Pokemon this year.
As a man that
I'm
likes,
gonna wait for the real Pokemon this year.
I think I like Pokemon Yellow. I don't think I like new Pokemon.
No, I don't
because
think
I
so
always
either.
I bought Black 2 and played a few hours and bounced off and bought Moon.
bought Sun.
and Moon, right? Yeah, I bought Moon, which came with an action figure. Very
Nice.
cool.
All right, tell me, what's this Pokemon game, and is this the time to jump in?
The one that the Sun one is not. No.
No.
The
But
game,
maybe the next
game
one
we're
is?
talking about is a remake of Pokemon Yellow. Of like,
Ooh,
remember Red, Blue, Yellow?
nope.
They were the original 3. 150 Ash Ketchum.
The ones on Game Boy.
The very best.
Okay.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a
I know Pokemon, but I don't know this Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly. It's a remake of Yellow, kind of, with like some weird quality of life improvements. Have you ever played Pokemon?
I have played.
I'm gonna start talking about systems. I feel like maybe you've never played a
maybe
game.
take a few steps
a friend
back.
of mine at work brought Pokemon one day, and he's like, "Here, play this for like 5 minutes while I go do something," because it was I don't know why he needed to have me play it for him, but I did a battle.
Okay.
I had 6 Pokeballs
Yep.
in the battle,
That's standard.
Full roster, full belt.
and switched some out.
Nice.
Made people go to sleep, I think.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
It's
nice.
a good strat.
Yeah.
It's got some quality of life changes.
Yeah.
The battles aren't random anymore. You can see the battles. You're like, oh, there's a thing right there. It's not like Final Fantasy. Like I just need to roam through the overworld and hope I get the one I want.
Isn't that the point though? Because you get to catch those rare Pokemon if you can just see them
Yeah.
on the overworld. Then
It's different. It also, instead of here, it'll turn you off it right now. Instead of the catching mechanic they usually have, you literally play Pokemon Go and like spin the Pokeball on the touch screen of the Switch and put a curve on it for an extra bonus. You can ride Pokemon. You can ride Snorlax. He's slower, I think. I think it's faster to walk, but Snorlax is like he's very big. He's like sumo wrestler big. Bigger than sumo wrestler big. Imagine like 4 sumo wrestlers. He's huge.
But also tall.
Very tall.
4 sumo wrestlers high, 8 sumo wrestlers
Yeah,
wide.
that's the one that always sleeps, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can ride him, and you just fucking hug him, and you like hug him on the front, and he just waddles around with you on his gut. It's
That's awesome.
Snorlax was always my favorite.
yeah, riding Snorlax is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Dope. I had a
I
Snorlax
like that
pillow.
you'd like wake him up, and then he would get super pissed and be like the most powerful Pokemon ever. He's just fucking knock you to the moon.
Did you say you played Sun?
I played Sun. Yeah.
Did you ever get a Snorlax and Sun? They have like the dance moves. Sun
Yep.
has the
Oh,
weird
yeah.
dance
Yeah,
moves.
yeah, yeah.
Snorlax's Z move or whatever the fuck it's
Yep.
called is the fucking
It's
best.
very good.
Snorlax is the best. Pokemon
Snorlax
of
is
the
probably
year.
the best.
New category, gentlemen. A new challenger approaches the Game of the Year show. Pokemon of the Year.
We're dropping Game of the Year to make room.
I nominate Snorlax.
Can we vote for the EX and the Fusion Super
Yes.
Super
Not if it's
somethings?
Mewtwo Mega Y. That one looks fucking stupid.
It's true. He does look stupid.
That has to be the franchise with the most games.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot.
There's not that.
I feel like it has
many,
more than
though.
22.
I mean,
Okay,
every time they
whoa,
release
whoa.
one,
Are
they
we-
release
yeah,
2.
Are we counting? Are we
think we're
counting
counting all
Pokemon
the
Stadium
colors.
and like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then Mario
Oh.
Mario has the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
games, like hands down.
Well, it has Pokemon in the name.
Let's count all the games with Mario in the name.
Damn.
Is
Is
there
Luigi's
Super
Mansion
Mario.
a Mario game?
No?
Oh,
Mario's in it.
he is.
Does that matter?
Maybe. Best Mario game of the
Resident Evil?
news stories. We're all gonna read one. Here, I'll go first. There's some rumors last week that Bethesda was gonna take Fallout 76 free to play. And boy, did it ever make sense. Because that game is a fucking garbage fire. EB Games stopped stocking physical editions. And so the rumor came out like, oh, it must be going free to play. EB Games they're not bringing any more things in to sell. The game is a garbage fire and everyone who bought it is offended. They must be going free to play. Bethesda says, nope.
It's too soon.
We're going to make you pay double.
Yes, the price has increased. Todd Howard turned his shirt inside, or his jacket inside out and said, fuck you on the back.
No.
Is there a subscription fee for this game, or is it just
it's
you
a
buy
buy.
it?
It's a full price buy it.
So there you go. The new plan is to just add in this subscription fee.
Nice.
Live games.
Sweep that in.
Yeah, they say, nope, not going free to play. But I mean, it'll probably go free to play.
Give it a year or two.
Give
It's
it
too
bad
soon.
game?
Give
It's
it
a bad
8
game?
months. It's a bad game.
I thought it just didn't meet people's expectations.
It's a bad game. It's a
Yes, if people were expecting
Fallout
slightly
5.
better than bad,
Oh.
then it didn't meet those expectations.
very few redeeming qualities. Hit us with it, Kevin.
All right.
This should have been our lead story.
I was actually gonna. If you asked me to read first, this was the story that I was gonna read.
I fucked up.
Farming Simulator is getting its own esports league.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good decision made by someone.
So, Farming Simulator maker Giant Software has announced $250,000 prize pool,
It's $250,000, y'all.
quarter milli, for a Farming Simulator league. Will consist of teams of 3. They will compete in a variety of events, such as team stacking hay bales. I would also think something like team tilling a field.
Maybe.
Or
hay bales was
planting.
the only event that I saw in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, big corral, big like rodeo pen full of hay bales all everywhere. 3 hay picker upper trucks.
Nice.
One truck in the middle, and they all had to work together.
So instead of having your team sponsored by like
Razer
Cloud9 or Razer or any of the established gaming companies,
Solamid.
it's going to be farming tech companies.
Like
So,
John Deere?
John Deere and, the other farming tech companies.
Bobcat.
Or did you steal the count?
I
That's not really
I do
farming.
have a little background into this story. I haven't ever played Farming Simulator, but I don't know why.
I did drive past a farm once.
For a probably period of about 3 to 4 weeks, I was watching nothing but Farming Simulator 2018 on Twitch for some reason.
It's kind of amazing.
And
it's kind of amazing.
like everything in that game is branded. Everything, like you buy the tractor from X company who sells this tractor, and that is exactly the tractor that they sell.
Well, shit.
Like horsepower, tire size, like everything is
drive
is
it in
to
the real
spec.
way. of,
They're gonna like give their John Deere is going to give their team John Deere tractors in real life,
to drive
and
into the event.
and their team is gonna be like, we don't have a
Yeah,
farm.
that's a good point. Yeah.
John Deere's PR person is gonna be like, what? Wait, what? They're not really farming?
Everybody's got a farm.
Remember to use the code EADS when you check out your $25,000 John Deere tractor for $10 off. They'll throw in a free pair of gunners.
I feel my dad would be into this.
I'm sort of
I'm
into
totally
it.
into this.
I respect Farming Simulator because it is very simmy. Like you're pulling all the levers you gotta pull, and it's very complicated. And seeing it in the competitive, like watching these 3 guys try to very neatly stack hay without fucking each other's hay bales. We should be commentators.
Absolutely.
We should start our own restream of the competition. It'll be underground
Yes.
farming simulator competition commentary.
Who you got in team tilling?
Well, we already have a head start
Tilling
on
Reckless.
probably all their commentators, because we already know one of the major players in the
John Deere.
the farming tech company field.
This also, for as much as I think this is rad in a lot of ways, this is probably the #1 news story since I've been on the show that I've read and was like, this is a joke.
No,
This is
no,
this is a really witty, well-crafted joke.
it's not a really big Tetris and best moment. This is real deal.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Take it away, Bryce.
Oh. Skip that one.
Oh.
Fortnite made $2.4 billion last year.
I'm sorry, billion with a B?
With a B.
Holy shit.
A big old Billy.
I just got you.
According
It's the
to
bunch of don't read this. Don't read it. It's just a bunch of stats here.
Pokemon Go did 1.1.
Yeah, billion. Which that was kind of the one that blew me away. Was League of Legends, which is huge. Titan, long-standing behemoth, 1.4 billion in revenue last year. Pokemon Go, 1.1 billion.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Candy Crush still at $1 billion. PUBG was apparently the top-grossing quote premium game, which I assume means you pay money, you buy to
More than
play.
$5.
If you buy a real game, it's not free to play.
More than free, yeah. It earned $1 billion, and as I'm reading these, I'm realizing that it doesn't break down for PUBG, what was CD sales, what was, or you know what I mean, what was sales, what was loot boxes, what was.
It's all loot boxes.
Really? You think PUBG did all that in loot boxes this year?
PUBG is the only one that might not have.
Bill.
I would say probably a good percentage of it is probably loot box sales.
Yeah. I'm sort of surprised that PUBG would be the leader, though. I would have thought Call of
PUBG
Duty
costs $30
or...
to play.
Yeah,
And a lot of people played PUBG.
it's true.
So that's a big chunk of change out of that already.
If they are counting, again, I don't know how Super Data pulls their findings, but anyways,
I guess it was last year too.
yeah, it came out. Well, did it come out 1.0 this year?
No, it was
what is time?
On
it
PC,
was like
out 2 years
January
ago.
2018, I think.
Okay,
No,
that's sort of what I thought it was.
no, I think
Late January was 1.0.
I think it was. No, I think it was 2016.
Because
wasn't it?
I don't think it was eligible for
2017. I think it
last
was
year's.
2017.
27. I
think it
agree
was,
with you. Yeah.
Was it?
January
Okay.
2017. I think is when it came
All
out.
right, I believe that. That's a shitload of money.
That is so much.
Fortnite continues to be the biggest game in the universe. Love it, hate it. If you like video games, you have to acknowledge it.
But too bad about this next news story.
Speaking of Fortnite, I saw this before I pulled this fucking story. I saw this happen on wrestling. I'm watching my one episode of wrestling I watch every 4 months before the Rumble.
Sure.
Saw this dance move happening on wrestling. Did not know what it was.
Describe it to me.
Okay. You're in a standing position. You're hopping on one foot with one foot kind of up in the air. I think an arm is at
Oh yeah,
90
I know that.
degrees,
Yeah, and you're
and you're
kicking.
kind of bouncing around. Saw
That's
that.
one of the good ones. I like that one.
Saw that on. It did not immediately stand out to me as ooh, that's a Fortnite dance.
I saw
So that's good,
someone
I guess.
on a video today on the internet do that and fall off the stage.
Good. They deserve it. Yeah. Saw that on Raw. Read this story. Threw up in my mouth.
You know who made that dance move famous? Potentially is Blockboy JB.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the guy from Heavy Machinery that did it.
No.
Move.
No.
Warren's boy.
Blockboy JB is the latest to sue Epic over dancing. The dance move.
It's called Shoot.
It's called Shoot in real life.
Yeah.
It's called Hype in Fortnite. Has the dancer hopping on one foot with their arm at a 90-degree angle.
Yep.
Like they're kind of like fist bumping. Like
Yeah,
like
a little
like,
bit.
Yeah, a little bit
Or
of
it's kind of
like a forward motion more than a.
there's
I think
some,
it's like a
Yeah.
with the foot.
like
yeah.
you're whipping
yeah like you're
whipping a whip.
like you're casting
Like you're
you're casting the line
like you're casting
you're-
Wingardium Leviosa.
and you're kicking the horse's butt.
That's right. Anyways,
Um,
Adam, put him on the list.
The rest of this is a little flavor text we already heard about Matt's fascination with the move in wrestling.
Yep.
The same attorney representing Blockboy is also representing 2 Millie and Russell Backpack Kid Horning. He's got the whole. He's got the whole.
I mean,
lot of
everybody
them.
except Alfonso.
That's right. He gets his own representation.
Russell Backpack Kid Horning. Yep. Yeah, it's the same attorney representing all of them. So I mean, this thing is going to come to a head before too long. How many more? I guess once every dance owner is suing Fortnite, they probably have to come to some sort of.
I would love to watch this court case.
Oh yeah,
That seems real dumb.
Could the plaintiff please demonstrate the particular?
It's the lawyer doing all of them for them.
I remember hearing about a Michael Jackson court case where somebody was trying to sue him for plagiarism over the writing of one of the songs, and apparently the judge asked him in court to explain his thinking at the time of writing the song, And apparently Michael Jackson spoke for like 5 straight hours about like what goes through his mind when he writes a song and what was going through his mind specifically when he was writing this song, and why he chose certain lyrics for certain spots because of other things that were going on in his life. So yeah, these guys who are trying to sue over this dance move stuff, they're going to have to answer questions like that. And that's why these court cases are super interesting, because
what were you feeling the first time you Millie rocked?
That's exactly it.
But dance move seems like a weird thing to copyright or
not really. Like it's a trademark like anything, right?
Yeah.
Like,
was the moonwalk trademarked?
Must be,
because I was gonna say that's
probably,
the one.
Must be.
That's the dance
It's
move.
it's very gray though. Like if there was a hard fast set of rules for like choreographing for copywriting dance moves, it would just be like, oh, here's take your money or don't, and this is not even a story. Yeah, they're gonna sue. It'll be fine. Whatever. The really interesting thing is, if they settle, or if Epic, whatever, loses, quote unquote, this lawsuit, what does that mean for every other video game? What does it mean for World of Warcraft? What does it mean for like lots and lots and lots and lots of games use these pop culture things?
I think the problem
emotes.
is when you're actively selling them is where it becomes.
But lots of people still do. Lots, like you can make the case in World of Warcraft of like, oh, I had to pay extra money to get an allied race, and those allied races come with one of these dances.
Think of all the dabs out there. People selling dabs, right?
Destiny flat out.
Destiny
like flat out sells a lot of those same emotes. Even it's a lot. It would be a lot of games.
There would definitely be a ripple effect.
Big industry.
I don't think it would affect a lot of companies, but it'll definitely affect a handful,
especially the biggest ones. I for real think World of Warcraft, unless there's some like, well, we've been doing it for so long and no one said anything, so kind of fuck you type of legal. I don't know. Yeah. That's probably how the courts work, right?
Past the point of no return. It's
like
too long.
World of Warcraft has made so much money for so long and has like launched with a lot of these very famous pop culture dances that
I don't think that's what's bringing in the cash.
If you're in a court a lot trying to get money, though, you probably make the case that helped.
And I don't think you can buy allied races that have these dances. You have to unlock them in game. So I guess you could argue
buy
that buying game time is buying the dance kind of thing.
Listen, I'm not a lawyer, but
I mean, there's
Arthur.
I was gonna say you can probably only sue if they're buying your dance. Like you can only sue for the value of like how many people have bought your dance.
Yeah,
and I'm sure someone has that paperwork somewhere.
Oh yeah, totally.
Where it's like we made this much money on the Millie Rock. We made this much money on whatever any of those other ones are.
I know a lawyer. We'll get him in here for show. We'll have a lawyer breakdown of can these people sue for the dance moves.
Okay. Do you know? Is that real? Do you know a lawyer? We should do that. Is he that type of lawyer?
Lives in Vernon. That's probably not going to work.
Phone him in.
I thought you were just going to leave the room and get a wig.
He's rich as fuck. He can just fly himself here. Unless he's a lawyer in Vernon, I guess. The trademarks, our beloved hand symbol that I don't want to say out loud is trademarked. We could very really get a cease and desist one day.
Right.
Which would be awesome.
It would seriously be business wise would be the best thing to ever happen to me.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Do you know you've made it when? Podcast talking about, you want to do some emails? And we got anything else that want to bring up here?
No, let's do it.
All right, podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address, or you can drop these on the subreddit. We have a voicemails thing on our Discord if you want. That maybe we'll see if that sticks around. I thought it'd be a fun thing, but nobody. Seems like people aren't into it.
I don't think it's that people aren't into it. It's that people, like, it's a lot of effort to do.
I'm gonna try it right now. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna open the Discord app on my phone because I've honestly never done this. So maybe this might be really hard.
Honestly, I and this is from somebody who doesn't know how it works, so I'm just talking out of my ass.
I'm going to go to the voicemail channel.
If you can go into Discord and like record the message in Discord, then I think people would be doing it all the time.
I sort of thought that was how it worked. Maybe that's not how it actually works.
I don't know.
It doesn't. Well, I'll keep working on that.
Sure.
The way it's set up, if you have a sound file, because I sort of thought you could go on your phone and be like, hey, it's Matt. I want to know if you guys, what's your favorite breakfast cereal? And just I yelled that into my phone for the folks at home, and then it would go into the Discord and make its way here on the show somehow.
It seems like there should be at least one or two extra steps in there.
Yeah. I'll keep looking into that.
Sure. Maybe that is a very impossible endeavor you send people on.
Honestly,
it could be.
I honestly couldn't tell you, and this is probably just a me problem, like a lot of these computer things are. I could not, for the life of me, use my phone to make a voice recording in any way, shape, or form.
Also, earlier today, when we were in the Discord setting up the voting for the game, the playthrough, Kevin was where it's like, okay, just use this, like, basically put like little emotes, use the reaction button, put one of these 2 check marks for your votes. Kevin, somebody had to basically talk him through how to do that.
Not even walk through it. I'd have somebody do it for me and like temporarily cheat the voting system and vote for like 5 things all at once.
Yep.
Because I had absolutely no idea how to make the thingy appear.
Because I was going to ask you about that. Is there an honor system element to that?
To the voting,
Yeah.
I can see who's checkmarked where, so
okay.
I'll go through and
Make sure
it's
no
all
one
good.
has 3.
Yeah. Podcast, talkingreckless.com, the email address, or put them on the subreddit r/talkingreckless, or if you're feeling brave, want to leave us a voicemail on the Discord, bit.ly/TR Discord. Jordan wrote in, this seemed very topical. He says, with he or she, I should not assume anything. They say, with Kingdom Hearts coming out soon, what do you think is the best and worst video game crossovers? If you guys could make your own, what worlds would collide? Would everyone be there?
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
I mean,
What are the worst? PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yep.
One of the worst crossovers of all time.
they're tough to think of. There's not tons of them.
Did you guys remember when that was Street Fighter cross Tekken and Tekken cross Street Fighter?
Oh, yeah. And only one of them ever came out?
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Street Fighter Cross Tekken was a Street Fighter game with the Street Fighter and
Yep,
the Tekken
I
characters.
remember this.
And then Tekken Cross Street Fighter was a Tekken game with both of them as well.
Right.
That seems like the stupidest
That does seem
stupidest
stupid.
idea ever.
I feel like fighting
for a
games do it a lot
crossover.
more than, like I'm trying to think of like adventure games or
Mario
shooters or-
Rabbids.
Super Mario RP. No, that's kind of all original
That could kind of go
characters,
as
isn't it?
like one of the best game crossovers.
Mario Rabbids? Yeah, that could.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, Mario
that's-
Rabbids, good
That's a
one.
good little crossover. Shit, I was just thinking.
I mean, Smash.
were we
Oh,
just
yeah,
talking
Smash.
about?
We said without saying, I
Yeah.
guess.
Damn, I had a good one, and I totally.
How about Star Wars into Soul Calibur?
Sure. Oh, that's exactly
yeah.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
of yes, all
Fighting
the various
games.
Soul Spawn, Link. Those kind of all sucked. I'm gonna get to the crux of this question. I think crossovers are good when, and this is not a cover-all, not a blanket statement, but I like crossovers when the characters are self-aware that it's a crossover, and they're like, oh, "You're not from this universe. What do you?" Even like in God of War, a little
You
bit.
should play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. even in like God of War, where they're like, oh, I know that there's something about you. I'm aware of like the nature of what is happening.
You are not from this land.
Exactly. He already guessed that he was Greek. Brother.
Whoa.
Hmm?
You can't-
Zeus, brother. Fuck, you should fuck out.
God of War, they're pretty good.
Smash Bros. Definitely one of the best ones. How about Marvel vs. Capcom? Tekken. A lot of people in Tekken. Negan from Walking Dead is in Tekken.
That's weird.
wow.
That's
Yeah.
super fucking weird. Oh no, that's Soul Cal. Geralt's in Soul Cal.
Really? SoCal 6?
Yeah, whatever the newest one. Is
Yeah.
it 6 or is it 5?
6 is the new one.
Yeah. Whatever
Suck.
the
6.
Yeah, because 4 came out when we were playing.
4 is
on PS2.
4 is Yoda and Darth Vader, I think.
3
is Yoda and Darth
Yoda.
Vader. What's 4? Who's in 4?
Wait.
Spawn, Link.
Oh, was
no,
4
no,
the horror guys?
No, because 3 was the one where each console had a different character.
I think that was 2.
PlayStation got Hihachi.
Yeah, Nintendo got Link.
GameCube got
Link.
and then
Xbox got Spawn.
Xbox got Spawn,
Right,
that's right.
Spawn.
So yeah, maybe Darth Vader Yoda was 4.
Oh.
Just start making more God of Wars. That's the crossover I want. All the gods. All the gods. Anything Bioshock, anything.
Yep, pretty much. I think Rapture, but I don't know what I want to be there. Anything? Anything.
Anything, yeah. Anything.
I could really get behind a God of War Cthulhu crossover
Ooh.
with the Cthulhu gods.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be... The problem is there's like... Kratos is kind of just a good guy in that like there's no good thing for Kratos to ruin and you'd be like, man, he's fucked up.
How about Uniracers on Mario Kart tracks?
They should just do a big ass kart race. They should do like a Mario Kart, but something that transcends. Maybe that's what I want. Maybe just like because all the crossovers are still kind of niche. You know, it's like Capcom does their things with Marvel, but like what if we? What if there was no? What if there was a?
What if there was no companies?
What if there's no PlayStation? What if it's
What
all
if
stars?
money didn't exist?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What if it's all stars battle royale? Master Chief is fighting Kratos. Is fighting Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Reggie's in it, I'm in. If Reggie's not in it, it's a stupid idea.
You mean like Redman?
No. Also, yes. Also, what if Redman is there as well?
An actual one that they could probably do, and God knows maybe one day they will, is a Nathan Drake, Laura Croft crossover game.
I'm surprised that hasn't been at least referenced, at least something like, oh, they're in the same universe. Because they're all
going for the same fucking shiny MacGuffin.
That'd be so good. That'd be good, especially if you didn't know if it was just an Uncharted game or just a Tomb Raider game, and then you get to the MacGuffin halfway through, whatever, and
the
another
other person
hand
grabs it before you. Oh!
Yeah, and then Lara fucking kills Nathan, and it's done. Just fucking shoots him.
No.
She's cold murderous at this
In
point.
the Tomb Raider version, but in the Uncharted version, Nathan kills Lara.
Nah.
It's Uncharted cross Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider cross Uncharted.
Nice.
And then if you get the ending on both of them, then they have sex instead.
Whoa.
On the MacGuffin.
You have to play both games simultaneous though,
Which is a
on
unicorn.
the same console.
Oh, nice.
We were so busy asking, could we? Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of, I mean, with Smash and Kingdom Hearts, it's everyone is everywhere now. Especially, who knows what that DLC is going to be.
I guess you can consider Rocket League as like one of the that's technically a
Rocket
crossover.
League is by very definition now a crossover.
Yeah.
I wish we had a Marvel crossover that wasn't Ultimate Alliance. I don't really like Ultimate Alliance.
Really,
that much,
I think I'm super excited for the new one.
Yeah, I don't have the affinity for the old games.
No.
But like, I would like to play all the Marvel heroes. I like Marvel quite a bit, but I feel like there's no game. Where's the game for me?
I'm gonna try and convince the hockey boys to pick up the new Marvel game when it comes out
That'd be fun.
for hockey nights.
That'd be a good 4 people on the couch
Yeah.
screaming real loud.
Do you think Marvel, because of the success of Spider-Man, would be interested in trying to blow up their video game universe in some more directions? And if they did that, do you think
Similar to
who do you think they would go get? Because like my first question was going to be
Hennig. I don't know.
my first question would be like, do they just trust Sucker Punch? And they're like, Sucker Punch is doing our fucking Marvel shit.
I don't know.
Marvel is very hands off when it comes to video games. They are very much buy our license and make whatever you want. We want nothing to do with it. Marvel, the big speculation with Marvel buying Fox is that a lot of the Fox Marvel video games are going to get shuttered because of it. Because Marvel is notorious for. Same with Star Wars. Marvel, they license it, they don't touch it themselves. They are not in the video game business.
Right.
I wonder if that'll all change with this new phase of whatever Marvel that we're getting into. I basically want an MCU for video games. I think that'd be real fucking dope. It works so well on the screen that if you could you just need a solid cast. Like a cast that doesn't change. Spider-Man is Spider-Man in this game. Oh, he's on the phone. Oh, that's Spider-Man. I know that voice. Oh, he's over there. That's Spider-Man. Like,
And then you have a game where you play them all.
yeah. Eventually, you work your way up to that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the end
basically exactly what I was asking. I just don't know who makes those other games.
Have you played any of the Lego games? They might be exactly what you want.
Yeah.
They are all amazing.
What if they weren't Lego? What if they're real people?
Yeah.
Also, I want to see people die. Ugh.
I
want to
crumble into bricks?
I want to see pain.
I think that Marvel Lego, is there 2 of them?
Yes, I believe there is 2 of them.
Did the
2 different companies?
no,
Two
2
games.
games?
Oh,
Like, is there a
Lego
sequel?
games.
The one that came out about the same time might have been a launch game with the Xbox One. Was the first game I ever owned on Xbox One, and I fucking platinum that son bitch.
That's sort of never Lego games. Kind of never.
I
I'm not a baby.
hilarious.
I'm not a
They're
baby.
good fun.
I'm not a baby. I like the Lord of the Rings ones because they use real movie audio, and that always fucking blew my mind. How do they do
A
that?
friend of mine and I played through all the episode 4, 5, 6 Lego Star Wars one weekend. Just absolutely just drinking and
crushed it.
smoking our faces off and just playing this video game
It's
all
impossible
day.
to lose. It's impossible to lose a Lego game.
Nothing's wrong with the game that you can't lose.
It's not really you're not really playing it as much as you're just
There's a heart that's
Doing-
losing hearts.
doing
Yeah.
chores, just putting the time in, kind of until the credits roll. Is how I feel sometimes.
That's fair.
You want a hardcore, gritty Lego game?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I want to see Bruce Wayne cry over his dead brick parents.
Lego Mortal Kombat.
What about Lego Red Dead?
No.
Okay, there's a line, Kevin, and we found it finally.
Shut this podcast down.
All right, that's in the podcast at talkingreckless.com is the email address. Kevin has sickened all of us, and this discussion is over. Or drop them on the subreddit, r/talkingreckless. Again, the Discord, bit.ly/tr Discord. That is going to do it for the last show before the Game of the Year podcast.
Which, in years past, has shown it could be the last show ever.
It could be the
as
last
always, yeah.
show ever.
Everyone's
yes.
quitting the show.
Yes.
There are 5 games vying for number 1, and someone has vowed to quit the show if any of those win.
That's why I feel like everybody needs their veto.
That's right.
One veto you can use at any point during the night.
It
for
is-
any category.
Got to save it till the end then.
If you're joining us live next Saturday, pack a lunch. It's going to be a long one.
I should pack a lunch.
You should pack a lunch, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to be on all week. We'll be doing kind of a Game of the Year refresher. We'll be looking back at all the stuff we'll be talking about this year, or this Saturday, over on old twitch.tv/Talking Reckless Podcast. I think that's anybody got any other side goings-ons at
The time that you are listening to this, if you listen to it right when it goes up, we will be 1 day away from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh!
The potential 2019 Game of the Year.
Yeah.
You're right. Potentially. Listen to our brother show. The Sat Pod is back on the air live every recording. I don't know if they're weekly, but every recording segment, scheduled time. I'm looking at Brandon Lynch of the Sat Pod, who is looking behind. Do you just not? Have you?
I haven't done a show in a year.
Okay.
He's looking at the camera because he's like, Warren, you should be
Warren,
answering
help!
this.
I mean, listen, you live with the producer of the show. You're my go-to for all SatPod news.
It's true.
Their official
I can
spokesperson.
confirm that on Sunday they recorded a year-end show. I saw Warren's picks. They're all right.
Good.
They are all correct. They are more than all right.
Happy to hear.
Yeah.
satpod.podbean.com. Otherwise, that's it.
Also,
That's not
there's
it.
a Royal Rumble pool on the SatPod Twitter.
That is
you-
way too late for
the
that
Royal
plug.
Rumble will be over by the time if you're watching live.
Yeah, if you are watching live right now,
Right
there's
now.
a Royal Rumble pool.
That's it, Kev. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bryce,
Thank you.
Brandon.
Sorry, Warren. I thought that was going to work.
Oh, I can. Lauren's typing him in all caps in the chat. I see the word Rumble.
He types in all caps because that's the only way I can read it from here.
And you at home, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back here on Saturday, less than a week's time. It's going to be our Game of the Year show 2018.
It's going to be fucking biblical.
Yeah.
Before we go into that, gentlemen,
Huh?
I respect all your opinions, and I love you all.
That's not true.
Right or wrong.
I love you all, but I do not respect your opinions.
And thank you for doing the show with me for all these years. But the gloves are coming off, motherfuckers.
Had a good run.
I was the guy who took the knee last year for the good of all of us.
You're the one who's...
Not this time.
Should OG even show up?
You at home. Thank you. We'll see you here on Saturday. It'll be our Game of the Year show. See you then. Scene.
We did it.
We did it.
The last Talking Reckless show ever.
Ever.
Well, second last.
Fuck. How can it already be time for Game of the Year?
Because...
Did we do it in like April last year?
Didn't we? Yeah. Didn't we just finish?
No, I think it was definitely February
Still
again
February?
last year. I think it was...
It was around the same time.
I think it was actually right around the same time.
Let's try and get a January next year.
Good luck.
Yeah, we were in
Let's try and
January.
get a
weren't we?
January next year.
And then I
A
had
couple
the-
years. Oh, this year? No, because Kev was moving all his shit
Oh
this
no,
year.
we were gonna.
This year
flip
was
on this
like
one.
this year was fuckalude since go.
Let's just do it on New Year's Eve.
I don't do jack shit on New Year's Eve anyways. Yes.
Didn't do anything last year.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. That would be
I mean, I
a
could
fun
probably
way.
do that.
We can all get drunk. That'd be perfect. It would literally be the New Year's show. Oh,
Andy's usually in town.
Has to be
That's
the New
usually
Year's show then.
That's
Yeah.
usually
Gotta double down.
that's right. That's right.
What about New Year's Day Eve?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't
Yeah,
that the
sure.
same thing?
You wait, yeah.
New Year's Day.
Because New Year's Day is January 1st. So
He
New
means
Year's Day
he means
Eve.
the
Oh,
eve.
I see, yes.
The eve of New
eve
Year's
of the
Day.
eve.
The evening.
January
Oh,
2nd Eve.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, gang, I'm gonna turn the stream off. Thank you very much for watching. Much love to you. See you tomorrow.
Woo.